Who taught Eric how to count to 8?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Who taught Eric how to count to 8?
Good one, good one, good one.
Got 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Let's go.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. 15. 10.
Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange. Area Football is brought to you by First State Bank, Southern Union State College, Emerging Home Care, Southern Auction Solutions, Trailer Retirement Community, and Dr. Michael Edwards. And now, let's go to the stadium for Area High School Football.
Good evening and welcome to Bill Bryan Stadium here at the campus of Weaver High School. It's a beautiful night for football, and it's Championship Friday, as all around the state there are region championship games being played. And here tonight, the Randolph County Tigers playing against the Weaver Bearcats for possibly the number 3 seed in Class 3A Region 5. I'm joined here with Levi Arrington and Eric Velasquez on the sidelines. Guys, how's everything going tonight?
It's going good. I'm excited to see this football game. I've looked at the records of both teams. I've got to see some film of both teams, and it's going to be a good game tonight. I'm looking forward to watching it.
And you talk about the records. Let's go ahead and jump on Weaver's record. The Weaver Bearcats are 5-2 in the regular season, 2-2 in area play. As their last 2 games, they played Piedmont and Glencoe in their last 2 games. They lost to Piedmont 49-15, and they beat Glencoe 34-15. Their 2 area losses are, you guessed it, Ohatchee and Piedmont. And I talk about it being Championship Friday. Ohatchee and Piedmont playing tonight in Ohatchee. I was talking about that earlier with a few guys, and we were trying to figure out who you think would win that game and win the region. Would it be Piedmont or would it be Ohatchee? We've seen Piedmont play, as we saw Piedmont play against RCHS. We haven't seen Ohatchee play. Ohatchee has been on fire this season, and they beat Randolph County earlier in the season. The second game, they went into Randolph County and was able to beat Randolph County. So who do you think would win that game and win this region?
Well, honestly, I'm going to have to go with Piedmont because Piedmont is a really good scale team. They have a good coaching staff, and they're really disciplined. I haven't seen Ohatchee play, but I have seen some film of theirs, and they're a good football team, but I just don't think they're cut out for Piedmont football.
Yeah, Piedmont, the defending state champions and the defending 3A back of the year in Taylor Hayes, the quarterback, who's also a great baseball player, as we talked about. But on to this game, Randolph County versus Weaver. Randolph County's been on a roll here lately. We went to the Cleveland County game 2 weeks ago in Heflin. They were able to beat Heflin 21-17 in one of our most exciting games of the year. Last week they played Pleasant Valley at home for homecoming, beat them 41-13. So they've won 2 in a row coming in here into Weaver, but a really tough test against the Weaver Bearcats on the road.
Well, I got to talk to a friend of mine who went to the Wedowee game, and they said that Randolph County, as they did when we watched them play against Cleveland County and Piedmont, but they drove the field down the score on the first time they got the football, and they scored. But after that, until the end of the first half, they were really slow on offense. Their defense kept them up in the game, but after that, in the second half, it kind of just took off. And so maybe we won't see any of that this week because it could affect them in their play this week because this is a pretty close game and their talents are very equal. So it'll be a good matchup, but I'm hoping that Randolph County will be able to make that deficit in the first and second quarter to help them out throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, Randolph County does not need to have the Alabama effect where you don't score any points in the first half and then you just bring it on in the second half because Weaver is a really good football team and they're usually in contention for first or second in this region every single year. And Randolph County is just coming into Class 3A Region 5. Weaver's been here a while. They know how to win these ball games. They've been here. They've lived in this moment before. So for Randolph County, this is a new setting for them in Class 3A. But the question is, will they be able to do it? We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
At First State Bank, we believe that the final score of tonight's game will likely fade from memories as the years pass on by. but the lessons learned as a high school football player will serve each player for a lifetime. Lessons of hard work, discipline, teamwork, and planning will help form the future of each participant. That's why we're proud to support area student athletes on the fields and courts and in the classroom. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wadowee, and Ashland.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama for the Weaver Bearcats versus the Randolph County High Tigers. We're here in the PA announcers playing Welcome to the Jungle, and it is a jungle as we're here between the battle of the Bearcats and the Tigers. And Levi, let's get some of your keys to this game for Randolph County.
Well, when it comes to Randolph County and their success, there's one player that always comes to mind, and that's not just for me, it's for pretty much everybody that looks at Randolph County, is Andrew Pressures. He's the quarterback, wide receiver. He was All-State wide receiver 2 years in a row, second team and first team. And he's a starting free safety for them, and he's a talented kid. He stands at 6'2", weighs 165 pounds, and he's an 11th grader. You don't see very many of those kids that are that talented that's been starting since their 9th grade year, you know. And it's just one thing that doesn't happen very often. We saw another one of those at Wadley, Quay Drake. He's a very good athlete, and I compare both of them as good athletes because they're both very talented. They're kind of tall and slim, and they're really speedy, and they know what to do on the football field.
Yeah, and I'll drop another name for you. How about Trenton Lane? He's almost won our player of the game twice. He's almost won it twice for us. He's won it once against Piedmont in the loss. Richard Bledsoe won it the last time, but it was very close between him and Trenton Lane and winning it, and he's going to be a guy that's going to really make an impact here tonight. His ability to be able to pound the rock is going to make a big difference in wearing this Weaver team down, because Weaver is a big team, and they have big boys on the line.
And someone else, Kyle, that you mentioned, who is going to be a very much of a key player for Randolph County on the defense and offensive line, is Richard Bledsoe. He's so massive, and I don't mean in size, and I'm talking about weight, not weight, but height and strength. He's got a lot of both of them.
He's bulk.
Yes, thank you. And he can just pound through the line. He was going through those offensive linemen at Cleveland County like they were sheets in the wind, you know, and that's something that you need to have on defense and offense, that can control his player and who he's guarding or who he's going after on your defense.
And Cleveland County's a 5A school, so they have big boys on the line too, but Richard Bledsoe not scared of anybody, no matter how big or small they are, and he'll be a big factor tonight. And what about Weaver? What is your keys to the game for the Weaver Bearcats if they want to pull this one out?
Well, everyone looks at a quarterback, and Weaver has a good quarterback, and his name is Paul Hubbard. He is a senior. He's 5'10", he weighs 150 pounds, and he also plays on defense, the cornerback position. But someone else that I saw I got to look at some of the videos on the internet for Weaver's offense. His name is Robert Gaines Jr. 55% of the videos that I saw for Weaver's offense, or their team completely, was of him. He's a great receiver. And it's not that he's really fast and speedy. He just knows how to get open. He knows where to find the holes in the field when he looks at the defense, when he's standing on line. And that's a great kind of receiver you need for a team like this. And I think he's going to be a big contributor to a big break pass when he gets open and he dodges the free safety in an open slot, and he's going down the field. And I've seen that 3 or 4 times in his films, and he's just a great receiver.
Yeah, it's very important as a receiver to find the hole in the defense, just kind of settle down in so that your quarterback can find you and he can hit you in that open spot for a good first down or more. And their quarterback plays cornerback, and that's an optimal place for a quarterback on defense, as they can kind of play the field general, and they already know kind of what the quarterback's thinking because they're in the quarterback's shoes but on the other side. So that'll be a big help for them. And those are keys to the game for Randolph County and Weaver. Now, some more games in the county. I talked about it being Championship Friday. Wadley versus Winterboro tonight at Curtis Lynch Memorial Field in Wadley. How do you think that one's going to play out?
Well, the way I've seen Wadley play in the few games I've got to see them this year, I feel like Wadley's going to come out on top with at least a 20-point deficit. Or not a 20-point deficit, but Winterboro coming out with a 20-point deficit against Wadley.
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs, the Wadley Bulldogs, that is, will be able to pull it off. Winterboro's Bulldogs as well, so I got to be careful with how I say that. But I think Wadley will be able to pull it off. Last week, Winterboro played against Raglan, the Raglan Purple Devils, and they lost to Raglan 35-14. Wadley beat Raglan earlier in the season in Raglan. So based on that, you would think Wadley might be able to pull it off, but every night's different when you're talking about high school football, college football, anything. And another game in the county, Hanley versus Dadeville. Hanley at Dadeville. What's the keys to the game for the Hanley Tigers?
Well, first off, I'm not going to say it's a key, but one thing that Hanley's going to have to work on is I've been to Dadeville before. I've watched a football game in Dadeville, and that's a dangerous place to play, and it is a very dangerous place to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Bill
I just think that
Stadium, home of Bearcat football.
one thing
Tonight,
that's going to have to get them that stepping stone into winning this game is playing in that atmosphere, because it's always really loud. They have really good fans, and you got to be able to get the calls in and not get behind on the time clock, and you just got to do that. That's one thing that's going to have to happen for Hanley to win this game. But also, another thing that Hanley's going to have to do to win this game is their defense is going to have to be positive and get positive plays, which we've seen very much of. And their offense is going to have to complete a lot more passes. On the running game, they've been very successful, but on defense, on the receiving side of offense, we can't say the same thing.
Yeah, as you said, don't get behind on the play clock or the game clock. Also, don't get behind on the sticks, because if you get behind on the sticks, you can find yourself in a 3rd and line or 3rd and 10 situation, and you don't want to be a 3rd and long in Dadeville against Dadeville. A lot of people, when you talk about a game that a lot of people maybe look over, they call it a trap game. It's kind of like Alabama playing Texas A&M the past few years. A lot of people, they're thinking Alabama's going to go into the game, they're just going to beat Texas A&M, we're going to get right through it. And it's a trap game because that team comes in there and they're prepared for you, and you may not be as prepared as they are, and they come in and maybe steal a win from you. And I'll talk about that for Dadeville, because last year Hanley had to play Dadeville for possibly a spot at the number 2 spot in the region, and Hanley had to beat Dadeville to be number 2 in the region last year, and they didn't do it. And they ended up being number 4 in the region and having to travel to UMS Wright, which we all remember how that went. But Hanley needs to beat Dadeville tonight. And if they beat Dadeville tonight, they'll be number 1, and they should have home field position in the playoffs for the first 2 rounds at least.
Yeah, and that's always a great thing to have when you start off in the playoffs in their region and in their class. It's just one thing that you need, because when you're playing up against those big teams like that, and I'm not saying that Hanley's not a big and athletic team, but there's also kids that can play with you as well. And when Hanley's out there on the home field, it feels a lot better than playing, 3 or 4 hours away, south or southeast, southwest, wherever they have to go, which is a disadvantage for them.
Yeah, Hanley also, they win this game, and you get home field advantage for the first 2 games at least of the playoffs. And those first 2 games they'll be all right for Hanley. The first game they should be able to walk through pretty easily. The second game they might play Thomasville, which I looked at. That might be pretty rough. Third game they're probably going to be playing Munford or Leeds again. And then for the semifinals they'd be playing UMS Wright. And that would be a matchup that everyone wants to see.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Hanley tonight, and I hope that they are very successful in what they do. Because, when you're that team, and Hanley is a lot smaller in their class, and they're on the lower end of their class. And when you see a team like that be so successful, even though they lost, those first few games, everybody doubted them, but they've turned it around. They've done really good, and I'm actually rooting for them. They're kind of the underdog for this class, and I hope they do well.
Yeah, they lost their first 2 games, but might as well mention that their first 2 games was Callaway and Tallahassee. Callaway beat Heard County last night. Callaway's number 4 in Class 2A in the state of Georgia. And they beat a really good Hurt County team. Hurt County's quarterback going to Ohio State to play football. He was injured on the second drive of the ball game and was out for the rest of the game. Callaway was able to pull it out, and Callaway has a really good ball team. And Hanley was beating Callaway at one point, but Callaway came back and won. They're a very strong team, and there's nobody to shake your head at when you're looking at Callaway. And Tallahassee, I talked to some of the Hanley players, and they're kind of disappointed with the way the Tallahassee game went because they think they should have won the game. It's just a lot of things didn't go right in that game for Hanley, and that's just football for you. And for Wadley, their playoff implications, first round they could probably be playing Highland home at home, which they could win that one pretty good. Second round of the playoffs, though, they're playing Brantley or Sweetwater. We've been there before. We played Brantley. We beat Brantley in double overtime. We lost to Sweetwater pretty bad, but Sweetwater's not as good as they used to be. And we beat Brantley once before, and we can try to do it again. And plus, it might be at home. Wadley's going to have a tough road ahead of them because after the second round, if they get past the second round, you've got Maplesville in the quarterfinals. And Maplesville is the bar for 1A. They've won state the past 2 years in a row. They're the bar for 1A, and if you want to win, you got to beat Maplesville.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Go ahead.
And I've seen Maplesville play, and they're a very talented team. And I don't know, I don't know how they do it. They're just so talented. They're not really that long. They're not that far into depth, but all the kids they do are so talented and athletic, and it's like what they put in the food there. I don't know what they do, but they're a super athletic team.
Yeah, I was talking to Rhett the other day. He stopped by at his grandfather's house, which is our neighbors, and we talked for a minute. And he said, "How do you stack a 1A school?" And I said, "I don't know how you stack a 1A school, but Maplesville's been doing it for years. I don't know how it happens, but there's just something in the water there. They've got it going on." We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Believes in convenience for their customers, and they have changed their hours to make it more convenient for you. The new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. More convenient hours and faster service to save you time and money. Remember, their new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. Call your prescription in by phone and use our drive-in window. H&M Drug, Highway 431 in Wedowee.
Let's take a second and picture our dream home. The fence along the drive, the siding, the windows, that 2-car garage you pull into, the porch you walk up on, and now we're inside. Look at those beautiful floors and that fireplace. That's pretty easy, right? Well, just as we built a home in our mind, Russell Do-It Center can bring that dream to life from A to Z. Russell Do-It Center offers full contractor service. They can read those house plans and everything in between to get you in the home you've dreamed of. Call Larry Driver today at 334-863-5330. That's 863-5330. And let Russell Do-It Center do it for you.
It's fall, and the ever-changing weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072.
Emergency Medical Transport is proud to be part of this community and to serve the people of Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas. Emergency Medical Transport, owned and operated by Med-Knight, have 6 ambulances in their transport fleet and 28 full and part-time EMTs, advanced EMTs, and paramedics to assure that if you need emergency services, they'll be there when you need them. When you or your loved one needs professional emergency medical services quickly, you can rely on EMT, Emergency Medical Transport, serving Roanoke and surrounding areas.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Number 75, and Donovan Baca.
Welcome back to Bill Brown Stadium here at the campus of Weaver High School. It's a beautiful night for football. Would be an understatement for how it looks tonight. Such a great venue here at Weaver High School. I've never been here before, but it's quite a nice place to have up here.
Yes, and the weather's very perfect. It's a beautiful fall afternoon, and I don't know, it's just something about this place is astonishing. It's a great view on our left side over here towards the end zone, the Weaver end zone, and it's just It's beautiful.
Yeah, as he mentioned, we're looking down at the Bearcats football field, and on their left end zone they have Weaver painted in black and outlined in red in the left end zone. And to the end zone on our east, they have Bearcats painted in the end zone in black and red outlines. And Randolph County is going to be wearing all white here tonight, as they usually do on their away games. All white with gold numbers, white helmets as well, with a gold RC on the side and a blue stripe down the middle. The Weaver Bearcats are going to be in their home red jerseys with silver numerals, and I think they'll be in black pants. We're 8 minutes away from kickoff here. Right now we're going to kick it down to Eric Velasquez. Eric, how's everything going?
Hey, guys, just like y'all said, beautiful fall afternoon. We're at right now we're at 71 degrees. We're dropping as we go out through the night. At the end of the night, it should go down all the way to 79. And, it looks like a good crowd from RCHS, good crowd from Weaver. Should be a good game. Up to you.
Thank you. We're going to take a 2-minute break here for
Lord, I come to you tonight, and I pray thank you.
the prayer you're listening to, the Eagle Sports Network.
You would provide the football players with safe. It goes on safe and with safe travel. I pray that you would protect us and shine through us everywhere we go this next week. Lord, I pray that you would just be the almighty God that you are. Lord, thank you for the many blessings you provided, and thank you for the opportunity to come out and enjoy football. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to pray over this event. Lord, I love you, and I just pray these things in your name. Amen.
And the wonderful Weaver Bearcat Band playing the national anthem there, doing a wonderful job. And we are 6 minutes out from kickoff here. Randolph County versus Weaver for the number 3 seed in Class 3A Region 5. There is a possibility, though, that if Randolph County loses this game, they will play against Walter Wilbur next week at home. The winner of that game would get the number 4 seed. So Randolph County could lose this game and still get in the playoffs, but we're looking for Randolph County. We're hoping for Randolph County to win this game.
Yeah, we're all hoping for Randolph County to win this game, as you said, Kyle. But one thing that Randolph County is going to have to do to win this football game is they're going to have to communicate on the field. And if number 12, Brody Wortham, does start at quarterback, Coach Pat Precious is going to have to be confident in him, and Brody is going to have to be confident in himself and throw the football. And if they even need to throw the football as well as their running game has been, they didn't even throw the football but 3 times last week. And let's hope that they don't have to, but I hope that Brody's very confident in his passes, and Coach P is confident in him as well.
Yeah, and I heard Wortham had been injured. He had injured his hand. Hopefully his hand is healed up a little bit better so that he can get a better grip on the ball to throw it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you come in and you're finding your seat,
5 minutes left here. We're getting ready for the captains. Captains for Randolph County.
Lots of good things to eat.
Matthew Green, number 5.
And then on the home side, you may want to come by
and
purchase a sweatshirt or a T-shirt.
Number 32, Seth Hanna.
And we're
2 very good athletes for Randolph County.
Win half the cash. They're $1 each.
Captains for Weaver, Giovanni Mosley, Maurice and Tyree Hall, and Paul Hubbard Goodman. And Weaver wearing all red tonight. Red jerseys, silver numbers, red pants, and black helmets with a black Bearcat outlined in red on the side. And Weaver, as we said, Weaver a really good football team as we see them assemble behind us here. Weaver a really good football team that has been great in 3A for the past few years. And if Randolph County kind of wants to judge how they can do in 3A for right now, Weaver is a really good test.
Yes, that is. And like you said, Randolph County, this is their first year in 3A Region 5, and it's their first year in 3A since a while ago. It's been a while. I can't remember how long ago it's been, but they've held up their own very well. You know, they're in position to be third behind two great football teams, Ohatchee and Piedmont, and they have the opportunity to do that. They're a very good football team, and I believe in them. So hopefully they can hold their own for the rest of the regular season and do what they need to do to win this football game and get third in the region.
Yeah, no, Ohatchee and Piedmont playing tonight, and we'll keep an eye on that one to see how this region ends up, and we'll maybe keep an eye on the playoff picture and see how that goes. For right now, we're about to get the coin toss, so we're going to send it down to Eric Velasquez as soon as these guys get going here. 3 minutes until kickoff between the Randolph County Tigers and the Weaver Bearcats. Now down to Eric Velasquez for the coin toss.
Number 32 is Seth Hanna. The captains for the Bearcats at number 1 is Maurice Goodwin. At number 30, how you doing? Tyrese Hall. At number 20, Giovanni Mosley. And at number 5, Paul Hubbard.
All right, guys, I'm Robert, and that's Charlie. White talk to white, red talk to red, okay? That's the head, that's the tail. I'm going to flip it and catch it, and you're going to call it, and if I drop it, we're doing it again, okay? What are you calling?
Heads.
He calls heads. Hell, you want to toss. What do you want to do?
Defer.
You want to defer.
Hey, Weaver wins the toss, and they choose to defer.
Thanks, Eric. The Weaver Bearcats win the toss, and they choose to defer to the second half. So the Randolph County Tigers will get the ball first. Right now we're going to take a 1-minute break. When we get back to you, kickoff of the game between the Randolph County Tigers and the Weaver Bearcats. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Drug believes in convenience for their customers, and they have changed their hours to make it more convenient for you. The new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. More convenient hours and faster service to save you time and money. Remember, their new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. Call your prescription in by phone and use our drive-in window. H&M Drug, Highway 431 in Wedowee.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
And the Tigers have run through their tearaway run through, and Weaver about to come through. 30 seconds left. Levi, what's your final thoughts before we head into this game between the Randolph County Tigers and the Weaver Bearcats?
My final thoughts is I hope there's a lot of offense for Randolph County, and I hope they're able to keep the Weaver Bearcats defense on the field, because if that happens, as we've seen in every defense across the nation, they get tired. And so let's hope that they can do that and be successful on offense and score a lot of points.
And we're going to get to see that offense here at the start of the game, as Weaver chose to defer once they won the coin toss. So they'll be kicking off to the Randolph County Tigers as we start this ball game here in beautiful Weaver, Alabama. It's the Bearcats versus the Tigers for the number 3 seed in Class 3A Region 5. We're about to get underway. It's a beautiful night for football here in Weaver. The Randolph County Tigers looking to beat the Weaver Bearcats. And Piedmont playing Ohatchee tonight. We'll keep updated with that. That's going to be number 1 and number 2 in this region. This could be for number 3. But if Randolph County loses this game, they play Walter Wilbur next week. The winner of that would get number 4. But if Randolph County can win this week and next week, they'll be number 3. So Weaver getting prepared to kick off here. Number 21 for the Bearcats, that's Jaden Calhoun. Quarterback, defensive back, 5'10", 142-pound 8th grader in to kick off for the Bearcats. Back deep to receive for the Randolph County Tigers, number 14, Trey Terrell, and number 9, Davenport. Dante Davenport, a very fast player as we've seen. And here's the kick. Goes to RCHS player. He picks it up at the 31. He's going to take it up the middle, goes behind his blockers, and he fumbles the football, and Weaver picks it up. Bearcats recover a fumble on the kickoff, and that's not how you want to start the game.
No, it's not how you want to start a game, and that was number 6, Deontay Freeman, who is actually there running the football. He kind of juggled right there. You can see he was kind of antsy. I don't think he was ready for the football right there, Kyle.
Maybe should have just fell on it, because as he picked it up, he muffed it as he picked it up, and he just never really had possession of it. And maybe should have just fell on that one and kind of cut your losses. You still would have had good field position. But here come the Bearcats, 1st and 10 inside the Randolph County 35-yard line. Dalton Hamby playing quarterback. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off in the backfield. The run goes over the left side. He's not going to get anything on 1st down, as the Randolph County defense showing up here early with that defensive line.
And there you go again, as we just said already, tearing through the players like Sheets in the wind, number 78, Richard Bledsoe, there to make his first tackle of the night on the first play.
And Paul Hubbard, a captain for the Weaver Bearcats, playing running back tonight, tried to get a hole and tried to get some good yardage on 1st down, but couldn't get anywhere due to that defensive line for Randolph County. So 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers to the right side, the single back in the backfield. They'll toss it to him over the right side. He's going to take it to the 30 and finally get taken down. He'll get a gain of 3 yards, bring up 3rd and 7. That's Paul Hubbard once again with the toss over the right side. So Weaver may be looking to pass here.
And it looks like number 7 was there to make the tackle. He's actually a young one. His name is DeMarcus Davis. He's a 9th grader for the Randolph County Tigers, and maybe he'll make a difference in tonight's ball game.
Hopefully so. And Randolph County's defense has to stay strong here and limit the Weaver offense, as they'll have 2 receivers to either side. The deep back will be Paul Hubbard once again. The quarterback, Hamby, in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to go on a run-pass option. It's tipped but caught by the Weaver Bearcats, and touchdown, Bearcats.
That was a great play right there by the coach, Daryl Hamby, and it was just kind of an Auburn play. I feel like I've seen it before, something out of Auburn's playbook. I think they ran it against Alabama in 2013, if I'm not correct. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but
it was.
You saw where he was running the football, and he tried to fake out the cornerback who was trying to stand him up, and pump fake to the screen route, and then threw to the other guy down the field, which scored a touchdown.
There's a flag on the play for a legal man downfield, so no touchdown for Weaver, and they'll face 3rd and 12 now. But, yeah, as you said, 2013, Nick Marshall, the quarterback, he rolled out to the left side on a run-pass option. It was an RPO, if you hear me mention that. He faked it. He faked out the cornerback and threw it to Sammy Coates for a touchdown and gave them the lead at that moment. So it was all before the kick 6 happened. Shotgun formation, a single receiver to either side for Weaver. They'll take the snap. Hamby dropping back, looking for his running back, and it's picked off by RCHS. He's running down the sideline. He has one man to beat. He gets a block there. He goes. Number 9, Dante Davenport. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was not a great throw. Not a great throw by number 12, Dalton Hamby. He was kind of off his back foot. He had defenders coming at him, and he pitched it up, and it was just easy bait for number 9, and he just took it all the way to the house for a touchdown from the 26-yard line of the Randolph County Tigers.
So how about that? Randolph County fumbles on the opening kickoff. Weaver gets it, and then they throw an interception after they had scored a touchdown that was called back because of a penalty. So instead of it being Weaver 7-0, Randolph County now looking to go up 7-0.
Prestridge, number 2 in.
Prestridge set up to kick the extra point. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Here's the snap. The hold's good. The kick is up, and it is way up, and it is good. So the Randolph County Tigers take a 7-0 lead over the Weaver Bearcats with 10:15 left in the first quarter. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. You'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771.
At RMC, we know the birth of your baby can be a great moment in your life. With our network of physicians and 2 hospitals in Northeast Alabama, we have the most sophisticated care right in your own backyard. Our Level 2 special care nursery is staffed around the clock, and our specially trained nurses work with our experienced OB physicians. We have the only baby-friendly designated hospital in Alabama. It's not about the size of the nursery. It's about the quality of the care. Regional Medical Center. Advanced technology, advanced care.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Bill Bryan Stadium here on the campus of Weaver High School. So, in a quick swing of events, the Randolph County Tigers take a 7-0 lead on a Dante Davenport touchdown interception. Here comes Prestridge for the kickoff. He kicks it way up in the air. This one's going toward the sidelines. The Weaver player picks it up. 2 missed tackles from Randolph County, and he's going down the sidelines. And Prestridge takes him out of bounds, but not until he gets into Randolph County territory to the 43-yard line.
And as we saw from the last game that we did covered for Randolph County, is Randolph County never won the special teams battle. They never did. And that's just one thing that could make a difference in the ball game for a certain team.
And Eagle 102.3 would like to thank Roanoke RMC Urgent Care for sponsoring the Player of the Week. So here comes Hamby in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. The running back, number 5, Paul Hubbard. He'll get the handoff over the right side here on first down, and he won't get anywhere as he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. And there's a flag coming in late as there was a little bit of an altercation between a receiver and a DB from Randolph County. At about the 32-yard line, we'll see what the flag is for, if it's on Weaver or Randolph County. It's called against Weaver. A roughing penalty on Weaver, unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a 15-yard penalty. So now instead of being on the Randolph County 43, they're backed all the way up to their own 43. So now it's going to be first and long for the Weaver Bearcats. And I talked about earlier, it was for a different game, but getting behind the sticks means something for every football game you go to. And Weaver behind the sticks right now here on first and long. Second and long, excuse me. Shotgun for Hamby, 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. He's going to roll left, looking long, throws it over the middle. It is picked off. Prestridge, the 2-time All-State first-team wide receiver, picks it off for the Randolph County Tigers. 2 drives, 2 interceptions for Weaver, and the Randolph County Tigers offense takes over.
And as you saw again right there, Kyle, that was just another off the back foot throw, and it was wobbling all kinds of different ways. And you just can't do that as a quarterback. If you want to be successful in this football game, you're going to have to set your feet and you're going to have to fire in a bullet, because somebody like Andrew Prestridge is going to come in and snatch that ball out of the air for an interception like he just did.
Yeah, Hamby's going to have to set his feet and settle in. He's a little bit jumping, a little bit shaky here early in the ball game. Wishbone formation for Prestridge and the Tigers. They'll take the snap, hand it off over the left side to big number 1, Trenton Lane. He'll get a gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8. So wishbone formation on the first play from offense from the Randolph County Tigers.
Caleb Allison, number 67, was the
and we've seen the past 2 games we've seen We didn't see much offense till later in the quarter. This one not by Randolph County's liking, but they get on their offense a little bit later in the quarter. Wishbone formation once again. Seth Hanna and Lane back in the backfield. They'll fake it. He has a man wide open down the field. Prestridge throws. It is caught. Dante Davenport all the way down to the 28-yard line of Weaver. A play-action pass, and Weaver was not ready.
They were not ready for that pass, and as you can see, the closest person to him to make that tackle, and if that pass would not have been a little bit behind number 5 right there, then it would have been a touchdown.
Beautiful throw from Prestridge. And Prestridge, I said earlier, 2-time first-team All-State wide receiver in Class 2A for the Randolph County Tigers, in here playing quarterback. And he's played quarterback before, and Wortham, I mentioned the hand injury. Maybe that's playing into this. Wishbone once again, the deep backs on each side of the bone. Lane and Hanna. They'll hand it off to Lane over the left side, and he will pick up a gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9 for the Randolph County Tigers. Deep inside Weaver territory. Randolph County looking to try to go up 14-0. Kind of punch Weaver in the mouth here early.
Number 34 for the Bearcats on the tackle.
So 2nd and 8. Randolph County has Weaver kind of on their heels right now. The Bearcats are backed up against the wall. We'll see how they respond here. Shotgun formation for Prestridge. He has 2 wide receivers to either side. And Trenton Lane, the running back, off of his right hip. There's a flag before the play, and that's going to be on Randolph County. No timeout by Randolph County. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
It's fall, and the ever-changing weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
And an option play on 2nd and long. Andrew Prestridge with a speed option over the left side. He tosses it to Trenton Lane, and Trenton Lane takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. 13-0 Randolph County. 7 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter of play. This is a beautifully designed play there as Prestridge and Lane ran a speed option to the left side. Prestridge was just looking for a hole. He didn't have one as the defender was breaking down on him, so he tossed it out to Lane. Lane found just a little bit of a hole, and he cut up in it and was gone for 27 yards and a Tiger touchdown. Brody Wortham holding the PAT. Prestridge to kick. The kick is up, and it is good. No, it's no good. Never mind.
No good.
Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. 7:48 left in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Randolph County football on Eagle 102.3.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Randolph County versus Weaver. Randolph County 13, Weaver 0 with 7:48 left in the first quarter. Andrew Prestridge getting set to kick off to the Bearcats. Two great drives on offense for Randolph County so far. And here's the kick, a beautiful kick back to the 20. It's taken by number 5. He takes it up the right side. He has a lane, and he gets by two would-be tacklers and finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
And that's just another example, Kyle, of what can't happen if you're Randolph County and the special teams game. You can't give them that kind of advantage to start.
On the 47-yard line.
Quick score update in our two region championship games. The Wadley Bulldogs 8, Winterboro 0 in the first quarter. Hanley Tigers 7, Dadeville 0. 7:31 left in the first in that ball game. So those two games going pretty well for the county teams right now. Weaver lining up in the I formation. Two receivers left, a single receiver to the right. The deep back, Paul Hubbard. And they'll hand it off to him over the left side. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he gets brought down after a gain of about 3 on that play. Coach is yelling at him to get upfield, but he's just taken down from behind after a pretty good run. Second and 7 now for the Weaver Bearcats. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. Randolph County come out and has hit Weaver in the mouth so far. Can Weaver respond here? I formation, two receivers right, a single receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Hamby hands it off in the backfield. And a gain of about 10 will give the Weaver Bearcats their first down. And that's Tyreek Hall, number 30. Down to the 42-yard line of Randolph County. Tyreek Hall coming in and running the rock for Weaver. Weaver lining up in the I formation once again. Hall will dot the I in the backfield. Two receivers right, a single receiver to the left. Randolph County in a 4-4 defense stacking the box. Hall's going to get outside of Randolph County's defense, and he'll get a gain of 10. And if he didn't get the first down, he got close, and they'll say second in inches here.
And as you've seen for the last two plays, this Weaver offensive line is controlling the defensive front for Randolph County, and that's just something that can't happen if you want to be successful in this ball game. And hopefully they'll be able to gain their ground back and be able to control the offensive line for Weaver.
Tyreek Hall will dot the I in the backfield once again. Two receivers left, a single receiver to the right. Here's the snap and the handoff to Hall over the left side. He's looking for a hole, and he'll get a good gain of about 6. First down, Weaver to the Randolph County 28-yard line. So Tyreek Hall has given a spark to this Weaver offense as he's getting it down the field in bunches.
Yes, he is, and he's a very powerful running back. He's actually listed as a fullback, but he's got a lot of weight on him, and he is 180 pounds, and he only stands at 5'8". So there's a lot of ruckus coming at you in that little bit of package.
Hubbard will dot the I this time. They'll toss it to him over the left side. He's looking for some blocks, and one of his men missed one, and he gets tackled after a gain of about 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 5. He almost kept going there and could have scored a touchdown because he rolled over on top of a Randolph County player, but luckily for Randolph County, one of their other guys noticed that and was able to take him to the ground.
And as you see right there, number 7 was right there to make the tackle after he was slung around, and number 7, DeMarcus Davis, brought him back on the ground. So maybe his presence will be very great tonight.
5 minutes remaining. 13-0 Randolph County. Pistol formation for Weaver. 3 receivers right, a single running back in the backfield. They'll toss it to him over the right side. That's number 5, Hubbard. Hubbard has a hole, and Hubbard has 5 more yards and gets close to a Bearcat first down. Let's see where they mark it here. There is a Randolph County Tiger down on the ground here. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
In our role as a true community bank, First State Bank is proud to support area football teams. From the players to coaches, and from cheerleaders to band members, we believe high school football is something very special and something that becomes part of the spirit of the community that we all share. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland. First State Bank.
Emergency Medical Transport is proud to be part of this community and to serve the people of Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas. Emergency Medical Transport, owned and operated by Med Knight, have 6 ambulances in their transport fleet and 28 full and part-time EMTs, advanced EMTs, and paramedics to assure that if you need emergency services, they'll be there when you need them. When you or your loved one needs professional emergency medical services quickly, you can rely on EMT, Emergency Medical Transport, serving Roanoke and surrounding areas.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
So on first down, Weaver hands it off to number 5, Paul Hubbard, in the backfield. And Hubbard gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage and goes down for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Weaver Bearcats. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. I formation. Hall will dot the I in the backfield. He's going to take it up the middle, and he gets a gain of about 6 yards. Tyreek Hall, the fullback, listed at 5'5", 180 pounds, is getting the job done for the Weaver offense so far.
Yeah, he's just pounding the football, kind of like Trenton Lane is and has been doing for Randolph County this entire season. So hopefully Pat Precious is working on an option to help this. So.
And now 3rd and 5 for Weaver. They'll change running backs again, and Paul Hubbard will dot the I in the backfield, and they're going to throw a slant pass to number 3. He drops it. Cody Ortiz on a slant route hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. He'd have had a sure touchdown if he would have caught the ball.
It's a good thing he didn't, Kyle.
It's a good thing for Randolph County he didn't, but now it's 4th and 5 for Weaver, and it looks like they're going to go for it. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. Here comes Hamby. He's going to be in the pistol formation. He'll have Paul Hubbard behind him. 2 receivers to either side on 4th and 5. He takes a snap. He'll fake it. He's going to throw a run pass option, and the pass is incomplete. Same play they ran for a touchdown, except they flipped the side. The pass just led him a little bit too much, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is.
Pass was intended for gain, just incomplete.
And the flag is against Weaver, and Randolph County declines it. So now it'll be 1st and 10 for Randolph County as they come up with a defensive stop. Quick score update. Wadley 13, Winterboro 0 late in the second quarter. Hanley 7, Dadeville 7. After the Dadeville Tigers get a touchdown. So here comes Randolph County 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. That's how close Weaver was to scoring that time. 12 yards away, and they couldn't get it in. Randolph County's defense has looked good so far.
Yeah, they've been able to stop the ball from moving. Even when it was 10 yards away from the end zone, at least they stopped the ball. And now they're getting another chance on offense. Shotgun formation for Randolph County, but it looks like they're going to have to burn a timeout as one of their receivers weren't ready. And they're going to take one, and we'll take one with them. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Ken handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke today and get to a better state with State Farm. 863-2610. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
So Trent Lane gets the handoff on 1st and 10. He'll get a gain of 7 on a run up the middle. So now it is 2nd and 3 for the Randolph County Tigers. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter, and there's a flag on the play. It's going to be on Randolph County. So Randolph County's had problems getting set on offense this drive. So they could have had a penalty earlier, but it was negated by them calling a timeout. So legal procedure is now going to set up 2nd and 8 now for the Randolph County Tigers. They'll be in the wishbone formation. Hannah and Lane, the two ends of the bone. Hannah will come out of the backfield and line up at tight end. They're going to be a toss to Lane over the right side. Lane gets a block. He gets hit in the kneecap and taken down, but he gets a really good gain of about 7 on that play. Bring up 3rd and short for Randolph County.
But it was also a good run right there. And Seth Hannah, when he came out to the tight end position, he was very good with his blocking. As you saw, he took the defensive end and pushed him out and made a hole for Trenton Lane right there, but he just wasn't able to scoot through it as another defender was really close to the backside of Seth Hannah.
Can't get enough of Jack's? Sign up for our delicious deals at eatatjacks.com. Jack's, all about the South. So another flag called on Randolph County on that play, on a chop block, and it'll give them 2nd and long from their own 7-yard line. So Randolph County backed up into their own end zone almost on 2nd and long. They're going to line up here with 2 wide receivers to either side. They're going to run the Wildcat with Seth Hannah at quarterback. He'll fake it. He's going to run it up the middle himself. He gets by 2 men. There he goes to the 25. He's got a block, 30. On the sidelines to the 45. Finally pushed out of bounds at the Weaver 48-yard line. So 2nd and 15 for Randolph County on their own 7. And Seth Hannah runs it all the way to the Randolph County 48.
And that was a great play by number 32 right there. He was able to break through the line as he came through basically the middle of it.
And there's a flag on the play. I do believe it's going to be on Randolph County. It's going to back them up again. After a huge gain, they got him a 1st down. It appears there is a flag on the play. It was thrown at the 33-yard line. Let's see where the ref spotted it. Holding is going to be the call on Randolph County. They're going to spot it at the 23-yard line. After a hold, still enough of a gain for a Randolph County Tiger 1st down. So Randolph County up to the 23-yard line of Weaver. Could have been at the 48, but even with the hold, they still got a 1st down.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about that run right there. Even though he got the hold, he got the 1st down, because that would have been killer if they weren't able to take that 1st down with them. And as you can see, they did, Kyle. And we're seeing Brody Wortham now in the football game.
Wortham in at quarterback, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. He's by himself in the shotgun. He'll fake a handoff. He's looking long. He gets hit in the backfield, but he gets away. He's rolling to his left. He tries to come back to the right, and he falls down. And that'll be registered as a sack as Brody Wortham tried to get away, but he just tripped up and fell down in the backfield.
And as you can see right there, the left tackle for Brody is number 78, Richard Bledsoe. And he just kind of, I didn't see really what happened, but I saw his man coming at Brody. And it was a great dodge by Brody as he came away from it. He just wasn't able to stay on his feet, lost his balance.
Yeah, he just lost his balance. It looked like he had some yardage to the right side if he'd have been able to keep going, but he slid. He kind of slipped up and fell down. So now in the shotgun, it's going to be Prestridge. He'll have 2 receivers left, 3 receivers right. Takes a snap. Prestridge rolling to the right. Throws it to Trey Terrell on a screen pass. Terrell to the 30 and finally gets taken down at the RCHS 30. it was about 2nd and 18, and he got a gain of about 10 on that play.
Yeah, that was a great play by Trey Terrell. He's a very good athlete for Randolph County. He's been playing since his 9th grade year and getting a lot of play time since his 9th grade year is what I meant. And he's just a good athlete. He's there when you need him, and he's making catches in the middle of the field, getting beat to death in hits. And he's just a good athlete. He's a tough kid. And he's a good contributor. Even though he's not a senior this year, he'll be back next year to make the team even better.
Yeah, and I like the play call there from Prestridge as he was able to get the screen pass. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Randolph County snaps it, hands it off up the middle, and that play was kind of doomed from the start as they weren't ready to snap it when there was 2 seconds left on the play clock, and that was the 3rd down.
And that's just there's something you can't do right there. Even though the clock was running out, you should have, if you're Pat Prestridge, you just take a deep breath, take the penalty, back up 5 yards. It's still 3rd and 8. It's still a makeable first down, and now you're 4th and 3, and you don't know what to do at the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter. As Levi said, Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. You are listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in a 3D shopping center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
And welcome back. 4th and 3 for Randolph County. And they go to snap the ball, and there's a flag. A legal procedure on Randolph County. You talked about taking the penalty. Well, they took one on 4th down.
And now Prestridge is backed up 5 extra yards, in which he is an athletic punter, and he's able to make plays on his own feet. So maybe Prestridge has something up his sleeve right here to get them back into the game.
He's a good punter, but you've got a very, very good returner for Weaver back at his own 40-yard line. And the ball takes a bounce. It takes a Randolph County hop, and it'll roll to the 37-yard line. That's where Weaver will take over 1st and 10. Right now we're going to go down to Eric Velasquez for our Bain Heating and Air sideline report. Eric, how's everything going?
Hey guys, so over here on the Randolph County side, we have a good group of folks. I'm really proud of Randolph County for showing their support for their Randolph County football. And over there on the Weaver sideline, I'm kind of disappointed. There's not many people, but everything's good down here in the sideline. Everybody, we're up 13-0, so everybody's hyped and ready to go.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. And yes, he said it's a big game and could decide who's number 3 in this region, and kind of a slim crowd tonight for both sides, as he mentioned. And on 1st down and 10, a run by Paul Hubbard gets a gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Quick score update from Dadeville, Alabama. Hanley 14, Dadeville 7. Of course, Hanley trying to win that game and get number 1 in the region for the first time since 2011. Wadley still up 13-0 in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 for Weaver. Here in the pistol formation. Number 30, Tyreek Hall, the fullback. The running back, Paul Hubbard. Here's the snap to Hamby. He'll hand it to Hubbard. Hubbard has nowhere to go as he's eaten up in the backfield for no gain. Seth Hanna just all over that play. Good play from him from the linebacker position.
Yeah, he was, and it was like bolts of lightning just came through the backfield and through the line into the backfield to make the tackle right there for no gain, maybe a loss of 1 yard.
So 3rd and 5 now for Weaver. They're moving from left to right as they're moving from the Weaver end zone, as we mentioned, to the Bearcats end zone. I formation here. Hubbard will dot the I in the backfield. They'll toss it to him over the right side, and there's a flag on the play. He had a wall set up, and he had some yards he could have gotten, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is from our referees. It was 3rd and 5. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10 as a legal procedure is the call against Weaver. So a penalty backs Weaver up 5 more yards and makes it 3rd and 10.
And as you can see so far in this game, Kyle, neither of the teams were able to really battle the sticks and win. As you've seen so far, there's been like 2nd and 15, 3rd and 18, and that's just something you can't do for both teams to win a football game.
And Weaver lining up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, and that's where Hammy's rolling. He throws it in the flats to Hall. Hall is eaten up at the 40 by Trey Terrell. He'll gain 2 yards, but he needed 10 for a first down. So it's going to be 4th and 8 for Weaver. Good stop by the Randolph County defense.
And that was a good play by the athlete, number 14, Trey Terrell, as he made the play. And he's not a very big kid. He stands at only 5'1", so he's a pretty good athlete to be only standing at 5'1" and to take down that big kid right there.
And now Weaver set up to punt. The punter with his foot rested on his own 27, punting it to Terrell, who's rested at his own 25. The punt is short, but it takes a Weaver hop all the way down to the 17-yard line. What a good roll.
And a good roll.
Now Randolph County will take over on their own 17. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Randolph County 13, Weaver 0. Quick score update from Woodland. Lynette 42, Woodland 0. That's in the second quarter. So Woodland not having a good night, but they're playing against Lynette. And Lynette, we saw them play against Handley, a very, very good team. They'll play Lafayette next week for the Class 2A Region 5 title in what will be a smash-mouth ball game. Randolph County, once again, down to 2 seconds on the play clock, not ready to get the playoff. So now they're going to have to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Emergency Medical Transport is proud to be part of this community and to serve the people of Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas. Emergency Medical Transport, owned and operated by Med-Nite, have 6 ambulances in their transport fleet and 28 full and part-time EMTs, advanced EMTs, and paramedics to assure that if you need emergency services, they'll be there when you need them. When you or your loved one needs professional emergency medical services quickly, you can rely on EMT, Emergency Medical Transport, serving Roanoke and surrounding areas.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
So in the game that will decide the winner of Class 3A Region 5, Piedmont is up on Ohatchee 20-7 right now in the second quarter. Randolph County and Brody Wortham set up in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. They'll bring Terrell in motion. They'll fake it to him. And Wortham hitting the backfield. He fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Weaver. Touchdown, Bearcats. Just a bull rush off of the left end, not picked up by Randolph County. Touchdown, Weaver.
And that's just one thing, Kyle, that's going to have to be done. Is Randolph County's offense is going to have to control the defensive line for the Weaver Bearcats. As you've seen, both times that Brody Wortham has been in the game, he has been rushed and can't get away. And there's nothing that kid can do he's a good athlete. He's kind of quick, and there's nothing that he could have done to get away from that tackle right there.
Yeah, Brody just attacked in the backfield for the second time tonight. As we mentioned, he was almost sacked earlier, but he got away. And here's the kick from Weaver. It is no good. So with 8:33 left in the second quarter, Randolph County 13, Weaver 6. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
H&M Drug believes in convenience for their customers, and they have changed their hours to make it more convenient for you. The new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. More convenient hours and faster service to save you time and money. Remember, their new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. Call your prescription in by phone and use our drive-in window. H&M Drug, Highway 431 in Wedowee.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Bill Bryan Stadium here on the campus of Weaver High School. Weaver gets a turnover on defense that they convert into a touchdown. And now your score 13-6. Randolph County still has the lead, but now it's trimmed down to a touchdown. Weaver gets a penalty on the ensuing kickoff. That'll back them up to their own 35 as Randolph County gets ready to receive. Back deep to receive for Randolph County, number 14, Trey Terrell. Number 32, Seth Hanna. And number 9, Dante Davenport. And the kick goes to Dante Davenport. Davenport taking it up the middle. That's Trey Terrell taking it up the middle. He's putting on a show out there as he gets to the Weaver 46-yard line.
And that's the first bit of special teams advantage that Randolph County has took tonight, as Trey Terrell was able to avoid a few defenders and make it down to the Weaver 46-yard line, which is a great advantage for Randolph County.
Trey Terrell showing off some of the moves there as he shook a few Weaver defenders and was able to get some really good yards. So now 1st and 10, Prestridge back in at quarterback, 2 receivers to either side. And Trent Lane, the running back. He'll toss it to him on an option over the right side. He looked for a block from Terrell, but Terrell couldn't hold the block long enough. He'll get no gain on that play, bring up 2nd and 10.
And that was a hard run by number 1, Trenton Lane, as he is a good athlete, but when you have somebody diving at your knees, there's no way to dodge them or run them over, even though he is a power back. When somebody dives at your knees, there's nothing you can do about it.
You take the legs out. You take out his running gear. He's not going anywhere. Here comes Randolph County, 2nd and 10. 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right for Prestridge. He's looking to the left as he gets rushed. He throws it to Seth Hanna, who drops it. It hit him in the hands, but he had to kind of dive for it. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
And that was a great pass by Wortham as he kind of threw it off of his back foot while he was running, avoiding pressure. And Seth Hanna should have had that football. He dove out for it, but that was a grabbable football.
And Leeds playing Tallahassee tonight. Tallahassee beating Leeds right now, 12-7. If Tallahassee could beat Leeds, if Hanley were to lose, they could end up 2nd in that region.
And also in that region,
Pressure's throwing long for Seth Hanna, incomplete on 3rd and long.
And also for that region right there, Mumford 14, Childersburg 0. So rooting on the Mumford Lions for them. I know some people from up there, so I hope they do successful for the rest of the season.
So 4th down and 10 now for Randolph County. There's 7 minutes, 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Randolph County 13, Weaver 6. Randolph County set the punt. Andrew Prestridge with his foot resting on his own 41-yard line. He gets a beautiful punt off This one lands at the 5-yard line and rolls into the end zone. A 55-yard punt rolls into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback for Weaver. They'll bring it out on the 20-yard line. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cashback on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. Tyreek Hall with a carry on first down for no gain. As we're here in Weaver for a Class 3A Region 5 matchup to see who will be the number 3 seed possibly in this region. Randolph County up 13-6 right now. Weaver trying to tie it as Hamby drops back to pass, and he is sacked. Randolph County sacks him in the backfield. Weaver wanting a face mask, but they didn't get one on that play. It looked like he was close to grabbing the face mask, but they didn't get a flag.
And right there, that was number 32 and number 30, Seth Hanna, and number 30, E.J. Clark, they're both starting players for Randolph County's defense, and they were both on the ball like that. And I didn't see a face mask right there. I think he just put his hand on top of his face mask, and that's just what people were begging for.
And 49-0 your score now from Lynette Woodland, as Lynette has 49, Woodland 0. Hamby rolling out to the right side, looking deep. He throws long, and it is caught. He's running down the right sideline, and he is gone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Maurice Goodman. Hamby throws it to Goodwin, and it is a touchdown, Bearcats. And we're a PAT away from tying the ball game here. First quarter was all Randolph County. The second quarter so far, all Weaver. As we said, this is a battle for possibly the 3rd seed in the region. So neither of these teams going down without a fight. Weaver lining up for the extra point.
In for the extra point attempt, Hamby will be holding.
One of their linemen into attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 6 minutes, 4 seconds left, we're tied in Weaver 13-all. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Let's take a second and picture our dream home. The fence along the drive, the siding, the windows, a 2-car garage you pull into, the porch you walk up on, and now we're inside. Look at those beautiful floors and that fireplace. That's pretty easy, right? Well, just as we built a home in our mind, Russell Do-It Center can bring that dream to life from A to Z. Russell Do-It Center offers full contractor service. They can read those house plans and everything in between to get you in the home you've dreamed of. Call Larry Driver today at 334-863-5330. That's 863-5330. And let Russell Do-It Center do it for you.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. You'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
So an 87-yard touchdown pass from Hamby to Goodman ties this game up at 13 here with 6 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Weaver won the toss and chose to defer, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So that could play a big factor into what Coach Prester decides to do here on this drive.
Yes, it could, Kyle. And the thing that, like you said, Pat Presters is going to have to do is he's going to have to throw the football. as you can see, the run game is not very successful. We've seen a few breakout plays, but nothing too fancy for running the football.
And on 1st and 10, the snap to Prestridge is low. He has to fall on it as it's fumbled, and he'll lose 3 yards, bring up 2nd and 13. Randolph County needs to get it going here. They were doing pretty good in the first quarter. Second quarter, not so much. Prestridge lining up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Trent Lane, the running back in the backfield, will be off of Prestridge's right hip. Prestridge takes a snap. He's looking right, rolling right as he is pressured. Throws over the middle. He's hit after he throws. There's going to be a roughing the passer on Weaver. Prestridge took a shot after he threw that ball, and the referees caught him. So that's going to be 15-yard roughing the passer on Weaver. That'll give Randolph County an automatic first down.
And that was a savior right there for Randolph County, because if there wouldn't have been that penalty right there, it would have been 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 for Randolph County. And that's just one of those situations that's tough to get out of. So thankfully for that roughing the passer from the defender who hit Andrew Pressure, who's a tough ball player, so he got right up and jumped off and just kind of jogged it off. But it's a good thing that Randolph County got that first down right there.
And if you're Weaver, you can't do that. The minimal mistakes will kill you in these kinds of games, and they know that. They've been here before. I formation, Lane will dot the I in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Prestridge in at quarterback. 20 seconds left on the play clock. He snaps it, hands it off to Lane over the left side. Lane keeps those legs churning, and he gets 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. A play that looked like it wouldn't get much, Lane actually gets some pretty good yardage from. 5 minutes left in the first half. Randolph County trying to score once again.
Yeah, with 5 minutes left to go in this first half, Randolph County's going to need to score. They're going to need to get ahead by at least 1 touchdown because, like you said, Weaver's going to get the ball to start the second half. And this offense has kind of turned into a dangerous offense for Weaver. And as you can see, Randolph County's not been able to keep up with it.
The toss to Lane over the right side on 2nd and 5. He'll get more than 5. He gets 15, and he has a Randolph County Tiger first down all the way to the Weaver 44-yard line.
And as you can see right there, Kyle, that was all Trenton Lane right there. There was a good stock block on the right side of the field by number 6, Deontay Freeman, who made the stock block. But other than that, it was all Trenton Lane who stiff-armed a defender and ran over a guy for 15 yards.
So now 1st and 10, Randolph County. 4:30 left in the first half. Randolph County into Weaver territory once again. Offset I formation. Lane the deep back. They'll hand it off to him over the left side. Fumble, and it's picked up. He runs over the quarterback. He's down to the 30, 25, gets by Davenport. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Weaver. What a run from the Bearcat defensive tackle. The handoff to Dante Davenport in the backfield, fumbled, and it's picked up by Weaver's defensive tackle. He runs over Prestridge and runs through Dante Davenport for a Bearcat touchdown. What a play. What an athletic play. That reminded me of Marcel Darius in the 2009 championship game for Alabama against Texas as he picked it up from Gilbert and ran it in. Weaver getting ready for the PAT as they take the lead for the first time in this ball game. Randolph County jumps off sides. So that'll be half the distance to the goal on the PAT for Weaver. 19-13 your score. Randolph County now losing to Weaver with 4:24 left in the first half. Getting ready to kick for the Bearcats, number 75, Benavides. Hand me the hold. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:24 left in the first half, Weaver 20, Randolph County 13. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
If you'd like to witness the spirit of a community, just visit a local high school game on an autumn Friday night. That spirit drives us to support the young men and women who are players or band members that make high school football something special. At First State Bank, we know a thing or two about community spirit because it sits at the very foundation of all that we do. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. Benitez kicking off. He'll kick it back to Randolph County. Number 24 takes it. He's taken down at the 35-yard line. So Randolph County's last 2 offensive drives, the same guy got them both times.
And right there, I was going to say that someone that has not made a very big appearance that was running the football right there on that kickoff was number 24, Aaron Knight. We saw him in the Piedmont game on offense, but we also saw him on defense in the Cleveland County game as he made a big defensive effect, which we haven't seen tonight from him.
And 4:24 left in the first half. Randolph County lining up 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. The whistle blows from the referees. Let's see what's going on here from Randolph County. They're going to be in the I formation. Trenton Lane will dot the I in the backfield. He has 2 receivers to the right side. Prestridge, your quarterback. Weaver lining up in a 4-3 defense, as they have been all night long. So at the end of the first quarter, quick update, your score was 13-0 Randolph County at the end of the first quarter. It's 20-13 Weaver now in the second quarter. Randolph County hands it off up the middle to the fullback. Weaver was all over that one as they brought the house. A gain of 3. That'll run the clock a little bit. 4 minutes left in the first half. Randolph County down by 7 to the Weaver Bearcats.
Boyce leads in the tackle, assisted by the Bearcats.
Prestridge gets the play. He'll bring it back to his Tigers. They'll break out of the huddle with 20 seconds left on the play clock. I formation. Trent Lane will dot the I in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right side. 2nd and 7. He calls cadence, tries to get a man off sides. He doesn't. He'll toss it over the right side to Lane. Lane looking for a hole. Lane has a good gain of about 5 on the play. Bring up 3rd and short for Randolph County.
Combined to make the stop.
And that was a good play right there by number 1, Trenton Lane. As you can see right there, he did most of the work. He got out to the outside. There was a good stalk block from the inside on the defense against the defensive end right there as Richard Bledsoe got around him on his right, on the defender's right side, Richard's right side, and it was a good gain for about 5 yards.
Randolph County hands it off up the middle. There goes Lane. He's finally taken down at the 34-yard line of Weaver. They handed it off to him up the middle, and he got a good gain for a first down.
And this is the offensive line that we saw against Cleveland County. This is the Randolph County offensive line that is dominant and controls the lines on the field. And that's what we need to see for the rest of the night for Randolph County to be successful.
I formation for the Tigers. 2 wide receivers to the left side. Aaron Knight now substituted in at running back. Prestridge, the quarterback, 10 seconds left on the play clock. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, tosses it to the left side, and there's running room for Aaron Knight. He cuts back up the middle. Aaron Knight gets tripped up and taken out at the 2-yard line. I thought he was going to take it all the way, but it looked like he caught a cramp mid-run. He just slowed down.
What a play by the offense right there. There's good stock blocking by number 32, Seth Hanna, and good stock blocking also by number 14, Trey Terrell right there, as they both got on their man. And also good play by number 24 right there, as we thought he was going to get tackled, but he just kind of sidestepped this cornerback that was rushing at him, and he got a great gain on the play.
Now wishbone formation, Seth Hanna and Trenton Lane, the two sides of the bone in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Lane over the left side. The strong man gets to the 1, but he's not in the end zone. Still 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Second and goal from the 1. Randolph County plenty of time. They may can run this clock down a little bit more with how Weaver's offense has been going. You might need to do that. So second and goal from the 1. Let's see if they call maybe a quarterback sneak or if they just give it to Lane here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Wishbone formation, Seth Hanna, Trenton Lane, two sides of the bone. They'll hand it off to Hanna over the right side, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Seth Hanna on second and goal from the 1 yard line gets the touchdown. So now we're a PAT away from a tie ball game here in Weaver, as Randolph County is now down 20-19 with 2:21 left in the first half. Prester is putting on his kicking cleat. As we mentioned in earlier broadcasts we've had of Randolph County, he swaps shoes whenever he goes to kick from when he plays quarterback, and that takes a little bit of time for him to do that. And here's the snap to Wortham, the hold, the kick, and it is good. So with 2:21 left, we're all tied at 20 here in Weaver. We're going to take a 1 minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
It's fall, and the ever-changing weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072. Roanoke Ace Home Center, located Highway 431 Roanoke, is your one-stop shop for handymen and contractors. Manager Jason Pike and his professional staff will be glad to assist you. You'll find everything you need: plumbing supplies, electrical supplies, a complete line of wood and lumber, and visit their incredible paint department. For all your indoor and outdoor projects, Roanoke Ace Home Center has everything you need. Shop local, shop Roanoke Ace Home Center. They're open 6 days a week. Roanoke Ace Home Center, Highway 431, Roanoke. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. Randolph County Tigers tie it up at 20 with 2:21 left in the first half. Prester is getting set to kick it off for Randolph County. He'll kick it off from his own 40. Are you hungry for an after-game meal? Stop in and try our hot and juicy Big Jack with some delicious crinkle-cut fries with Jack's famous seasoning. Jack's, all about the South. So here comes Prestridge for the kickoff. He'll run Aaron Knight to the other side. There's 5 seconds left on the play clock, and he'll get it off. A beautiful kick end over end to the 20 on the opposite hash mark. He's going to run it to the right side looking for a hole. He cuts it back up. He gets through an arm tackler. He's up to the 50, and he's down at the 45-yard line of Randolph County. Once again, Randolph County on special teams having problems tackling the guy.
And that's what's been the problem for Randolph County on special teams the entire night and the entire season. They've been having trouble with kids out there trying to arm tackle them. That's just nothing you can do on kickoff. You need to go down there and smack him, but make sure when you smack him, you hold on to him.
So now 1st and 10 for Weaver. Hamby in the shotgun. He'll have two receivers to either side. He'll hand it off to number 5 in the backfield. He gets by some Randolph County defenders. A great tackle right there from number 24, Aaron Knight. Apparently he heard you say his name because he's been all over the place since you called him out.
Well, that's a good thing because Randolph County needs him to stand out.
Paul Hubbard with the carry there. He gets up a good gain of 6 yards, it seems. So 2nd and 4 now for Weaver. They'll be in the I formation. Hubbard will dot the I in the backfield. 2 receivers right, a single receiver to the left. Hamby takes the snap, hands it off to Hubbard up the middle. Hubbard gets a gain of 5 on the play, and it looks like he will get a Bearcat first down.
Hubbard on the carry.
1 minute, 29 seconds left in the first half. Weaver at the Randolph County 34-yard line. We're going to have a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with them. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. Tyreek Hall on first down with a carry. He gets 2 yards, 1 or 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Bearcats. They'll line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Hamby takes a snap, looking left. There's a flag on the play. Appeared as soon as he was going to throw the ball, there was a flag. It's going to be a legal formation on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. Be 2nd and long now for the Bearcats. Weaver, a good team, but have been plagued by penalties here in the first half. We're going to have another timeout for Weaver. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
We got a Jacks and football kind of romance, baby, that's you and me. We got a Jacks and football kind of romance, screaming cheers and sipping iced tea. So if you love some football and awesome Jacks food, find a person who likes the same thing.
Right now, get a spicy chicken sandwich and fries for just $3.99 at Jack's, all about the South.
And have a Jacks and football kind of.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver. 20-20 your score here between Randolph County and Weaver. 2nd and long for the Bearcats. They'll be in the wing T formation. Hamby under center. He takes a snap. He'll fake it. He's looking long, throws it long, and it is caught.
And the Panthers
down at the 15-yard line. Cody Ortiz on the 15-yard line, first down, Bearcats.
And if I'm not mistaken right there, Kyle, that's kind of like a flea flicker right there. Hubbard was just standing there waiting on Hamby to pitch him the ball, and as soon as he pitched him the ball, everybody came towards Hubbard, and then he just pitched it back to Hamby. And there was a guy down there guarding number 3, Cody Ortiz, and he just couldn't knock the ball away.
So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. They'll take the snap in the pistol, hand it off over the right side. They'll fake the handoff. RPO, run pass option, and he tries to throw it over the middle. Hamby tries to throw it over the left side, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for number 4, Gaines, incomplete.
If he would have handed it off to number 30, Hall would have had a touchdown because there was nobody on the right side.
And the thing is right there, it's kind of a wildcat set, so what can you expect? They've ran that play several times, so you can't bite down on the run too much because you can see it coming. You need to worry about the running back as he fakes the handoff and the player that he's going to throw it to.
2nd and 10 for Weaver. They'll have 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. He's looking in the flats for number 5. It's incomplete. Paul Hubbard was the intended receiver. He throws a little bit behind him, but Randolph County's defense was there.
Yeah, that was number 32, Seth Hanna, coming from his outside linebacker position. And that was a great play by Seth Hanna.
And
a score update from Hanley. Hanley 29, Dadeville 13 at halftime. And at halftime at Curtis Lynch Memorial Field, Wadley 13, Winterboro 0. So the 2 region championship games have our 2 teams that we cover up at halftime by 2 touchdowns. Weaver, 3rd and long. Here's a snap. The fade in the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Weaver. What a play. Trey Terrell, playing quarterback, tipped the ball up in the air, and Maurice Goodman was laying down on the ground. And as he was laying on the ground, the ball fell, and he caught it for a Weaver Bearcat touchdown.
And that was a great play by number 1, Maurice Goodman. And Trey Terrell did a great job at guarding it as well, but he just couldn't make the play.
Yeah, he tipped it, but it just tipped to Goodman. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So with 44 seconds left in the first half, Weaver 27, Randolph County 20. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
H&M Drug believes in convenience for their customers, and they have changed their hours to make it more convenient for you. The new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. More convenient hours and faster service to save you time and money. Remember, their new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. Call your prescription in by phone and use our drive-in window. H&M Drug, Highway 431 in Wedowee.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
So here's the kickoff to Seth Hanna. Hanna's taking it over the right side. He's to the 50, 40. He might take it all the way. He gets a block. Touchdown, Tigers! And just like that, we're tied. Well, almost tied. There's a PAT pending. Don't ever count your chickens before they hatch. Ask Miami. 27-26 now, 31 seconds left in the first half. Seth Hanna got the kickoff on his own 35. He cut it to the far side of the field toward the Randolph County sideline. Got a great block from Trey Terrell and was able to take it to the house for 6. Prestridge getting prepared for the extra point attempt. If he makes this, it's a tie ball game. 31 seconds left. So 13 seconds is all it took for Seth Hanna to bring the Tigers to at least within 1. PAT pending. Prestridge lining up. 15 seconds on the play clock. Brody Wortham holding. Flag on the play. More than likely this is against Randolph County. No, it's a legal substitution on Weaver. So Randolph County's lining up to go for 2 now. As they inch a little bit closer, they're going to go for 2 here. So Coach Prestridge says he's not going for a tie. He wants a win. Even though it's 31 seconds till halftime. Coach Prestridge with a gutsy call here. There's only 15 seconds left on the play clock. They better hurry up if they want to try to get this one. Prestridge is going to be in the wishbone formation. Seth Hanna and Trent Lane in the backfield. He'll fake it, and Prestridge is taken down in the backfield. The PAT is no good. So with 31 seconds left, Weaver 27, Randolph County 26. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Emergency Medical Transport is proud to be part of this community and to serve the people of Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas. Emergency Medical Transport, owned and operated by Med-Nite, have 6 ambulances in their transport fleet and 28 full and part-time EMTs, advanced EMTs, and paramedics to assure that if you need emergency services, they'll be there when you need them. When you or your loved one needs professional emergency medical services quickly, you can rely on EMT, Emergency Medical Transport, serving Roanoke and surrounding areas. Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
31 seconds left here before halftime. Weaver 27, Randolph County 26. Prestridge is getting set to kick the ball off to the Bearcats from his own 40-yard line. So after the big return for a touchdown from Seth Hanna, the Tigers decided to go for 2 on a bootleg from Andrew Prestridge that came up short as Weaver was there. And Levi, what do you think about the call?
I thought it was gutsy. If I was Pat Prestridge, I would have taken the PAT, tied the ball game, and going into halftime with a tie ball game is not a bad thing. And you can always come back from a tie or losing a ball game at halftime, but that's just Pat Prestridge for you. He's a gutsy guy, and he'll take those kind of opportunities.
Yeah, I like the call, and I like the trust he has in his players there. Just didn't work out. And, you know, any other time it could have worked out. It's just sometimes it doesn't work, but I think they'll be all right, even though they didn't get that one. 22 seconds left before halftime. We're going to throw it down for a Bain Heating and Air sideline report. Eric, how's everything going?
Hey, guys, the Wedowee crowd has just resurrected. So, you know, Wedowee has been up for most of the game, and then they came down. It got tied up, and then Weaver came up. But, you know, wow. Yeah, just that one comeback all the way here. You know, what was that, 90-yard kick return? That's how quick things can change. And, you know, I definitely tell over here on this side.
Yeah, 85-yard kick return from Seth Hanna, and that's going to take us to halftime. Thank you, Eric. That's going to take us to halftime. Your score, Weaver 27, Randolph County 26. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to recap the first half and maybe talk a little college football. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we believe that the final score of tonight's game will likely fade from memories as the years pass on by. But the lessons learned as a high school football player will serve each player for a lifetime. Lessons of hard work, discipline, teamwork, and planning will help form the future of each participant. That's why we're proud to support area student athletes on the fields and courts and in the classroom. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. You'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771.
We got a Jacks and football kind of romance, baby, that's you and me. We got a Jacks and football kind of romance, screaming cheers and sipping iced tea. So if you love some football and awesome Jacks food, find a person who likes the same thing.
Right now, get a spicy chicken sandwich and fries for just $3.99 at Jack's, all about the South.
And have a Jacks and football kind of romance.
Let's take a second and picture our dream home. The fence along the drive, the siding, the windows, a 2-car garage you pull into, the porch you walk up on, and now we're inside. Look at those beautiful floors and that fireplace. That's pretty easy, right? Well, just as we built a home in our mind, Russell Do-It Center can bring that dream to life from A to Z. Russell Do-It Center offers full contractor service. They can read those house plans and everything in between to get you in the home you've dreamed of. Call Larry Driver today at 334-863-5330. That's 863-5330. And let Russell Do-It Center do it for you.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Eagle 102.3 would like to thank State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for sponsoring the halftime report. Levi, give us a rundown of this first half.
All right, well, all good things start with the team that you're covering scoring a touchdown. Randolph County, on an interception, after they were going to receive the ball in the first half, they fumbled it on the kickoff return and was unable to recover it. And on the first play of regulation, number 12, Hamby, threw an interception, and number 9, Dante Davenport, took it all the way back to the house from his own 26-yard line. And Andrew Prestridge's point after was good to make the score 7-0. The next time someone scored was RCHS again, as they were very fortunate to score twice in the first quarter. After they capitalized on an interception that Andrew Prestridge made, it was a great play that he made. He came up and jumped up and grabbed the ball. It was a great interception. They drove the ball down the field, and on a speed option, number 1, Trent Lane from the 27-yard line took it in for a touchdown on a broken run. And number 2, Andrew Prestridge's point after was no good, making the score 13-0. And that was the end of the first half until we go into the first quarter. And then the second half, Weaver scored on a fumble by number 12, Brody Wortham, and was picked up by number 33, Mathis. And they took it in for about 6 or 7 yards for a touchdown, and the PAT was no good to make the score 13-6. Next time to score was Weaver again. They were very fortunate to score a few number of times. In the second half, as a pass from number 12, Hammy to number 1, Goodman, on a streak route down the field, he caught it about the 50-yard line from their own 10 and scored 40 yards down the field for a touchdown, which was very fortunate for him. And the PAT was good to make the score all tied 13-13. The next team to score was Weaver again on a fumble that was muffed by number 9, Dante Davenport, on a handoff, was picked up by the same guy that scored on the last play. Number 73, Mathis, was taken to the house from the Randolph County 26-yard line for a touchdown. And the PAT was good to make the score 20-13. And then, to make this a ball game, Randolph County came back on a kickoff. Not on a kickoff, I'm sorry. From the 1-yard line in the wishbone formation and a handoff for a touchdown. And the PAT was good by number 2, Andrew Prestridge, to make the score 20-20. The next team to score was Weaver on a pass from number 12, Hamby, to number 1, Goodman, from the Randolph County 17-yard line. And if you don't remember, that was a pass that was made by Hamby to number 1, Goodman. And number 14 for Randolph County, Trey Terrell, tipped it up, but it was a great effort by number 1 to get back under it and make the catch for a touchdown. The PAT was good by number 75, and that put Weaver ahead 27-20. And as soon as that was over, Weaver kicked it off to Randolph County, and Seth Hanna received it on his own 35-yard line and took it across the far side of the field back to his own sideline for a touchdown. And then after a legal procedure from the defense on Weaver, got Randolph County a little bit closer to the goal line, so Pat Purgis went for it on a bootleg and was unable to make it. And now we're here at halftime with a score 27-26.
Yeah, that's how we wind up here, 27-26. Weaver and scores from around the region, and scores from just a few scores around the state too. Piedmont beating Ohatchee right now, 28-13. So Piedmont up by 2 touchdowns over Ohatchee at halftime. They should come back from the half before we do. Wadley up 13-0 in their region championship game over Winterboro. Handley up 29-13 over Dadeville right now. So for Wadley and for Handley, they're both halfway there to clinching their region championship. Wadley would go back-to-back as they won it last year, and for Handley would be their first since 2011. And in other action from their region, Tallahassee beating Leeds right now. That's 13-7, which is very surprising. Tallahassee went up to Leeds, and they're giving Leeds a run for their money. So Tallahassee's showing up every now and then. As we remember, they beat Handley, and they're showing up against Leeds tonight, and Tallahassee trying to get themselves a pretty good playoff spot.
And as you've seen, Tallahassee is a very clutch team. When they need to win football games, they're going to win football games, and they haven't won this one tonight, but right now it's looking very fortunate for them. And for Handley, you're rooting for Leeds right now because Tallahassee beat you. So that's not going to help them in their region play. Even though Tallahassee's already lost a football game in the region, it's still not good for you in region play if they win this football game.
Well, for Handley, it doesn't matter if they win. They're number 1, so it doesn't matter at all for Handley right now if they win, which they're winning right now 29-13. And speaking of Leeds and Tallahassee, Leeds just scored, and now it's 13-12. Leeds over Tallahassee. Another region championship game that you may have seen in the Randolph Leader. The Clay Central Volunteers playing against Sylacauga tonight. Class 5A going for their region title. Clay Central up 21-14 at halftime, so they're also halfway home. So the 3 region championships in the game that the Randolph Leader covers, that's 3 so far. We're 3-0.
And we haven't really heard anything since Woodland, since we last got the Woodland update 49-0 against Lynette. Lynette winning. But in that region right now, Horseshoe Bend is beating Fayetteville 7-0, which is a good thing for Horseshoe Bend, which will help them get into the playoff position.
Yeah, I know a guy that coaches at Horseshoe Bend. He's also a preacher at Bethel Baptist Church in Clay County. Andy Kinman is the guy. He coaches at Horseshoe Bend. He's a really, really good man and really a good coach as well. And he's coached for Horseshoe Bend. And he said they're doing pretty good this year, and they're expecting to make the playoffs. And, you know, they'll play Wadley in 2 weeks, and that's going to be a big game on a Thursday night in Horseshoe Bend. That'll be a fun game to watch, as Wadley could be entering that game undefeated.
And another score update for the 3A class region, the Class 3A Region 5. Glencoe is winning against Wellborn 14-12 right now, and that seems to be a close ball game as they're entering the 3rd quarter.
And we talk about Wellborn tonight. Randolph County playing Weaver. If Randolph County beats Weaver, they have 3rd for now. They have to play Wellborn next week. If Randolph County loses to Weaver, they have to beat Wellborn next week for the number 4 seed in this region. So very important to keep your eyes on what Wellborn's doing tonight.
Well, also, if this happens, you could see Glencoe making a comeback in this region as well. If they beat Wellborn, then that could put them in the position that Wellborn is in right now. And if Randolph County loses to Wellborn next week, then it could switch everything around, and Glencoe could be in the playoffs as well right now.
Yeah, let me pull out your handy-dandy standing sheet right here. You talk about Glencoe. Glencoe 1-3 in this region. Wellborn also 1-3. So if Randolph County loses and Glencoe wins, those two are tied. Randolph County would win the tiebreaker because they've already beat Glencoe.
But if Randolph County loses to Wellborn and Weaver this week, then they're done, and Glencoe will clutch up for that 4th seed playoff spot.
They're sitting tied they're tied for 4th right now. Randolph County tied for 3rd with Weaver The winner of this game more than likely will get third place, as both of these teams have beaten Glencoe, and Weaver's already beaten Welborn. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see who pulls off the win tonight and see how this all works out. Because if Welborn can pull it off, that would help Wedowee. If you're Wedowee, you're rooting for Welborn. Because if Glencoe wins and you don't, that's not going to be good.
The Weaver High School Marching Band.
And just to mention, this is a very windy night tonight. And talking about maybe affecting the way that the ball is thrown and the airspeed and all that other trajectory and stuff. But it could play a factor in this ball game tonight. Is the wind is very gusty, and it's coming at our back towards the western side of the field at the Weaver end zone. So hopefully it won't affect either team too bad.
Yeah, and let's talk about Hamby real quick. You know, the first two possessions, 2 interceptions for Weaver. Ever since then, Hamby settled down, and he's been having a great game ever since then. If you take the 2 interceptions away from him, which you can't do that, but if you could, he's had a pretty good game other than those 2 interceptions.
Well, his head coach is his dad, Daryl Hamby. And I think he just kind of came up to him in a little father-son kind of way and was like, look, son, you need to throw the football, and you need to throw it well. You need to stop throwing it off your back foot. You just need to calm down and trust your lineman and stay in the pocket and just throw the football. And so far he's done that very well since that point, after those 2 interceptions. And we haven't seen any more of that dark side.
Yeah, we're here tonight in Randolph County wearing gold numbers. Weaver wearing camouflage silver numbers. They're very hard to see. A guy from the Anniston Star, Joe Medley, he's sitting right up above us. He just mentioned that he brought some binoculars tonight so that he could see the numbers, because it's hard for him to see just like it's hard for us to see. We can't really tell who's doing what because it's so hard to see the numbers from up here with the gold and the silver camouflage. I think he had a good idea bringing binoculars.
I think he did too, Kyle.
We're going to take a 2-minute break. You are listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
Roanoke Ace Home Center, located Highway 431 Roanoke, is your one-stop shop for handymen and contractors. Manager Jason Pike and his professional staff will be glad to assist you. You'll find everything you need: plumbing supplies, electrical supplies, a complete line of wood and lumber, and visit their incredible paint department. For all your indoor and outdoor projects, Roanoke Ace Home Center has everything you need. Shop local, shop Roanoke Ace Home Center. They're open 6 days a week. Roanoke Ace Home Center, Highway 431, Roanoke. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama here. Weaver's band putting on a show for us this halftime period as they performed House of the Rising Sun a minute ago and did a wonderful job on that. Randolph County's band also doing a great job tonight. We're 4.5 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. Weaver's going to get the ball first. First, let's talk a little bit about college football. See how everything's going. Auburn has a bye week this week, so Gus Malzahn gets a little bit of a break.
And also someone else that gets a break for Auburn is Kerryon Johnson. As I got to talk to some of the students from Auburn, and they sent him rolling around on campus on a scooter. So that's not good for him, and I hope he's able to heal very quickly and very successfully and be able to get back on the football field against Arkansas.
Yeah, Kerryon Johnson, a very good football player, running back / cornerback for Madison Academy. Played against Hanley in the 2011 state championship games. He played against Eric, our sideline reporter, and Eric and they were able to pull out the win against Madison Academy. But he started that game at running back as a 9th grader, played running back and cornerback for that game. And he's been a very good running back since then, and he hurt his leg in the last game. Hopefully he can come back and get healthy because he's very fun to watch. As we all saw the highlight he had against Arkansas State, he's very fun to watch, and it'd be nice to see him back. And Auburn cracked the top 25 this week, moving into number 23.
Yeah, I was very, very excited to see that. Whenever I saw it, I had to tell everybody that I know that's an Auburn fan, and I was calling people. I called my dad and told him, and it's just one of those things that you look forward to because Auburn has played very well this season, and they've only lost 2 ball games, which are very good ball games. They played against 2 very good teams. So I was very excited to see that they cracked the top 25.
Well, you look at the loss to Clemson. Clemson, undefeated, top 5 team. They beat Louisville. And Louisville playing Duke tonight. Louisville is actually having a run for their money with the Duke Blue Devils, as that's only a touchdown game right now. But for Alabama, the Saturday is the 3rd Saturday in October. We play against Tennessee. Bradley Bozeman trying to get his 3rd cigar in a row. As Alabama, it's a tradition. If you beat Tennessee, you get to smoke a cigar after the game. And we're trying to go for 10 straight against the Tennessee Volunteers, and hopefully we can pull that one off.
Well, everyone has seen how Tennessee has played this entire season, and it's always been a shock. They've always been down, and you're like, oh, this isn't even a football game anymore, and you want to turn it off. But then you look on the internet, or you turn back on the game later, and you see that it's a ball game that's in double overtime, or Tennessee wins, in the last seconds of the ball game like they did against Georgia, and they almost won against Texas A&M without Dobbs throwing an interception, which he really couldn't help as he was being evaded. He was evading a defender, and several were coming at him, and he was hit as he threw the football. But he's a great quarterback, and I think he can do things against Alabama and their defense. But Alabama's defense is very strong, and that's what's kept Alabama into the game in the first half of every game they played and went down. But for Tennessee to win this ball game, they can't have these mess ups and think that they're going to be able to come back in the last quarter of the ball game. That's just, you're going to have to cut that out. You're going to have to cut that out completely. You're going to have to keep up with Alabama. That's what your goal is, to keep up with Alabama and hope for that same kind of luck, but without, being so far behind, but to put you ahead, not to tie the football game.
And for Tennessee, you're going up against a defense that has been dubbed Nick Saban's best defense ever at Alabama. Can you really dig yourself a hole and try to dig yourself out of a 21-point deficit against that defense? That's the big question for Joshua Dobbs in Tennessee. And frankly, I don't know if they can do it, which I looked at some stats today, and throwing the ball down the field, vertical passing, Alabama's number 1 in the SEC in vertical passing yards when they're throwing the ball downfield. Tennessee's next to last in all those categories in defending 20-yard or more passes. They're next to last in the SEC. So Lane Kiffin's going to try to exploit that and throw some 30, 40-yard passes with Jalen Hurts.
Well, honestly, I'm going to root for Alabama in this game because they're in the state of Alabama. And even though I'm an Auburn fan, I hate to say that I'm rooting for Alabama always, but I'm not a big fan of Tennessee. I do like Joshua Dobbs and Jalen Hurts. They're both good athletes, and I hope that they successfully, by themselves, solo, do well in these football games, and I hope that they're in the football game, and I hope they're successful in all ways and they're not unable to get hurt, as Jalen Hurts is actually coming back from an injury. So hopefully he will be able to shine in his debut as in coming back from his injury.
Get your tickets ready.
Yeah,
We're going to
and,
announce the winner of half the cash. If you purchase a ticket, pull it out. We're going
Tennessee,
to
I listened to Tennessee's broadcast against Georgia as I was working that Saturday. I was listening to Tennessee play against Georgia, and Kirby Smart was being interviewed on 98.1. And Kirby Smart said nobody looks good in orange. I guess he carried that over from Alabama to Georgia. Kirby Smart doesn't like orange, and I know a lot of people that don't like orange, and my mom is one of them. She will not wear orange, and the only time I wear orange is when I'm going hunting, and that's for my safety. But we're going to take a 2-minute break. When we get back, we'll have kickoff here in Weaver, Alabama. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
We got a Jackson football kind of romance, baby, that's you and me. We got a Jackson football kind of romance, screaming cheers and sipping iced tea. So if you love some football and awesome Jack's food, find a person who likes the same things.
Right now, get a spicy chicken sandwich and fries for just $3.99 at Jack's, all about the South.
And have a Jackson football kind of romance.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
Let's take a second and picture our dream home. The fence along the drive, the siding, the windows, a 2-car garage you pull into, the porch you walk up on, and now we're inside. Look at those beautiful floors and that fireplace. That's pretty easy, right? Well, just as we built a home in our mind, Russell Do-It Center can bring that dream to life from A to Z. Russell Do-It Center offers full contractor service. They can read those house plans and everything in between to get you in the home you've dreamed of. Call Larry Driver today at 334-863-5330. That's 863-5330. And let Russell Do-It Center do it for you.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School as Randolph County prepares to kick it off. 27-26 your score. Weaver on top of the Randolph County Tigers. Score update from Wadley, 21-0. Wadley Bulldogs on top of Winterboro in the third quarter. Score update from Dadeville, Hanley 36, Dadeville 13. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. All Hanley and Wadley have to do are win those two games, and they are region champions. Prestridge getting set to kick off for the Randolph County Tigers. Back deep to receive for Weaver. Number 1, Maurice Goodman. Number 5, Paul Hubbard. And here's the kick, and it goes straight down the field. It's on the near hash. It lands at the 10 and rolls out of bounds at the 7. That's going to be a flag.
And that almost stayed in bounds right there, Kyle. It just took the wrong bounce and bounced out of bounds at about the 10-yard line, as you said. And that's not good for Wedowee, as now the Weaver Bearcats will start on the 40-yard line, on their own 40-yard line. No, correction, they're re-kicking the football. But you do also have the option to take the ball at the 40-yard line, but they choose to receive because they maybe think that they can get better field position, as they've been able to control that the entire football game tonight.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these re-kicks from Randolph County. We saw 3 in a row against Piedmont, and we're seeing one here. Randolph County from their own 35 getting prepared to kick off to start the second half. And Eagle 102.3 would like to thank State Farm agent Ken Seifert and Roanoke for sponsoring the halftime report. So here to start the second half, Prestridge getting set to kick off. to Weaver with Goodman and Hubbard back deep to receive. Here's the kick, and this one's angling toward the 40. It's taken by Weaver, and he's still running all the way down to the Randolph County 40.
And that was number 30, Tyreek Hall, right there, as he just carried 3 or 4 defenders on his back as he just shoveled for a few extra yards right there, and he got him as he's a powerful fullback and a strong kid.
And you see now why they chose to re-kick, because they figured they could get better field position than their own 40 as they end up on Randolph County's 40.
And they did.
So 1st and 10, pistol formation. Hamby going to be the quarterback. Hubbard, the running back, behind him. Hall will be the fullback to the left side. And the snap is fumbled by the quarterback. He tries to pick it up, but he misses it. Randolph County has it. 1st down, Randolph County at the 50.
And that's just a great example of a player that we've mentioned later on in the second half a good number of times, number 24, Aaron Knight. He was there to scoop up that football from his defensive end position, and now Randolph County has the football again.
So the Randolph County Tigers take the ball back on a turnover and now set up on the 50-yard line. A good way to start the second half for Randolph County is they're down by 1 point after a failed 2-point conversion. I formation for Randolph County. Lane will dot the I. 2 receivers to the right side. Lane will get the handoff up the middle. Lane has a hole. He's to the 40, 35 with a block. To the sideline. He's trying to get to the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Tigers.
That was a great 50-yard run by number 1, Trenton Lane, as he broke through the lane and got loose from number 1, Goodman, right there, as he took it to the house when he took it to the sideline, and it was just, he was gone.
Touchdown, Trenton Lane. Touchdown, Randolph County Tigers. So instead of being down by 1 point, it takes Randolph County one play in the second half, and they're now up 32-27. They're going to go for 2 here, which we would expect them to do. They'll be in the wishbone. Deep back, Seth Hanna and Trenton Lane. Here's the fake. They're going to throw it. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. He had 2 receivers open, and he threw it between both of them.
And that's just something you can't do if you're Andrew Precious. And right now, Pat Purchase just came off of the sideline. He's about 5 yards off the sideline right now, and he's giving his son a good chewing.
With pressure on the quarterback.
And 32-27, your score with 11:39 left. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Emergency Medical Transport is proud to be part of this community and to serve the people of Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas. Emergency Medical Transport, owned and operated by Matt Knight, have 6 ambulances in their transport fleet and 28 full and part-time EMTs, advanced EMTs, and paramedics to assure that if you need emergency services, they'll be there when you need them. When you or your loved one needs professional emergency medical services quickly, you can rely on EMT, Emergency Medical Transport, serving Roanoke and surrounding areas.
H&M Drug believes in convenience for their customers, and they have changed their hours to make it more convenient for you. The new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. More convenient hours and faster service to save you time and money. Remember, their new hours are 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday. Call your prescription in by phone and use our drive-in window. H&M Drug, Highway 431 in Wedowee.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School. Randolph County takes the lead on a run from Trent Lane, and is now 32-27. Randolph County over the Weaver Bearcats. Welborn took the lead 28-21 in their game, so Welborn up and Wedowee also up. And on the kickoff return, Randolph County with a great tackle brings the man down at the 27-yard line. That's the worst field position that
number 24
Weaver has had all night long.
And it's thanks to number 24, Aaron Knight, as we've heard his name several times tonight.
Quick score update from Wadley. Wadley 28, Winterboro 0. So Wadley trying to secure back-to-back region championships. They're up 4 touchdowns right now. Weaver in the pistol formation. Hamby, the quarterback, he'll have 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. He'll hand it off in the backfield to Hall. Hall's been a very good running back tonight for Weaver, as he's got a lot of yards. He must be approaching 100. Has to be. And he picks up 3 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 7 now. 2nd and 7 for Weaver from the Randolph County 31-yard line. This is the worst field position Weaver's had all night long. Shotgun formation for Hamby. 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. Hall, the running back, in the backfield. Snap is low, and it looked like Hall moved before the snap, and there's a flag on the play, and that's exactly what it is. False start on the offense.
Illegal procedure against the Bearcats.
And you've seen several of those tonight, Kyle, and not just false starts, but just penalties. And there's been more than a handful of penalties on both sides of the football, and you can't do that. You're approaching the playoffs, and things are getting a lot more serious, and that's just one thing you can't do in the playoffs is you can't get 30-plus yards on penalties.
Mental mistakes can kill you in any game, and as you look forward to the playoffs, you can't have those kind of mistakes. Shotgun formation for Hamby. He's rolling out to the left toward his 3 wide receivers. He throws long, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted by number 9, Dante Davenport, but it went right over his outstretched hand. Bring up 3rd and long for Weaver.
Incomplete. It's a 3rd down and 12.
It looked like he had a man out there, but he just overthrew him. He overthrew him a little bit. The deep man almost had it, but it was too short for him. So just like on RCHS's 2-point conversion, the pass just fell in between 2 receivers. Weaver 3rd and 12. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to either side. Hall will be the running back off of Hamby's left hip. Here's the snap. He's low. He's looking for a slant. It's picked off by Randolph County. He's to the 30. Gets hit at the 20. Still going. Down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Randolph County. And you talked about this guy, so I'm going to let you do it.
And this is the freshman number 7, DeMarcus Davis, with his first career interception for the Randolph County Varsity Tigers. And that was a great play. He was there, and he just jumped up and made the catch. And he made a good return on it, as there were several Weaver defenders there to tackle him, but he spun out of the field of them and got a few extra yards down to the Weaver 13-yard line. So, that was a great play by number 7, Davis, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of him through the rest of the season for Randolph County.
Yeah, and you had mentioned him all night long in the great play he's had, so I figured I'd let you take that one, as you had called it all night long. It's how good he had done, and he did a great job on that play with the interception. And here comes Randolph County. They were a man short. They're going to be in the wishbone. Trenton Lane, Seth Hanna, the 2 ends of the bone there. They'll hand it off to Hanna over the right side. Hanna has a hole. Hanna has a touchdown. Touchdown Tigers. Seth Hanna over the right side for 13 yards. A 13-yard scamper and a Tiger touchdown.
And that's just one thing that we can see right here, Kyle, is that we can see who made the better corrections at halftime right now. And as you can see, Pat Precious's ability to make changes at halftime has shown, as he is a veteran for Randolph County. So, great play by them.
And Randolph County here setting up for the 2-point conversion. They have failed 2 2-point conversions already. They're in the wishbone. Seth Hanna, Trent Lane, the 2 edges of the bone. They'll hand it off to Lane. He's in. He walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So they'll get a few of those points back. Now it's 40-27, Randolph County over Weaver with 10:23 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll leave you with this quick score update before we go to a 1-minute break. Hanley 43, Dadeville 13. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. 13, you'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771. Roanoke Ace Home Center, located Highway 431 Roanoke, is your one-stop shop for handymen and contractors. Manager Jason Pike and his professional staff will be glad to assist you. You'll find everything you need: plumbing supplies, electrical supplies, a complete line of wood and lumber, and visit their incredible paint department. For all your indoor and outdoor projects, Roanoke Ace Home Center has everything you need. Shop local, shop Roanoke Ace Home Center. They're open 6 days a week. Roanoke Ace Home Center, Highway 431, Roanoke. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Score update from Lynette versus Woodland. Lynette 56, Woodland 13. That one is a final. So Woodland goes down to Lynette tonight. Lynette, a very good team. And RCHS 40, Weaver 27. Here comes the kick from Prestridge. Kick goes back to Hubbard. Hubbard taking over the right side. That's Goodman. Goodman taking it over the right side. He gets taken down at the 30. So Randolph County doing a better job on kickoff, being able to tackle the guy and bring him down before he gets over the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and as you've seen, Kyle, this game has turned into all Randolph County. They haven't let Weaver get over the 50 yet this half, as we're 2 minutes into the second quarter, and they've already put up 2 touchdowns. So you can see that the defense and offense for Randolph County is controlling this game.
And Eagle 102.3 would like to thank State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for sponsoring the halftime report once again. Him in the I formation. He'll hand it off in the backfield to Hubbard. Hubbard will get a gain of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 7 for Weaver, and they have a player down. He gets some help up from Trenton Lane. With some good sportsmanship there as he pulls the Weaver guy up off the ground and gives him a little bit of help.
And right there to make the tackle is Seth Hanna, as he is a great defensive outside linebacker for Randolph County, as he's made several tackles tonight for few to little of a gain or a loss of yards. So he's been doing pretty good for defense for Randolph County tonight and since the start of the season.
Score big with Jack's Delicious Fried Chicken, hand-breaded chicken fingers, sides, biscuits, and more. Jack's, all about the South. So here we go, 2nd and 7 for Weaver. They're in the I formation. Hall will be the deep back. They'll hand it off to him up the middle, and he somehow squeezes through a small hole and gets 3 yards on the play. Bring up 3rd and about 4 for the Bearcats. 9:40 left in the third quarter. Randolph County 40, Weaver 27. We've seen this before, Randolph County going up 2 touchdowns real quick, and then Weaver storming right back. Wadley scored again, 34-0 Wadley against Winterboro. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. They'll throw it over here to Ortiz. Ortiz has it. He drops it. I think he got it back. Pretty sure Ortiz got it back. It looked like Ortiz got it when he fumbled the football on the play, but yeah, he got it back. Very smart play by him as he reached his arm out and picked it up before Randolph County could get it.
And what a play by number 55 for Randolph County, Nicholas Sims, who was the one to punch the ball out as he was kind of carrying him down the field, but he was kind of jabbing at that football as well, trying to knock it out.
And so Weaver 1st and 10 at the Randolph County 49. They'll be in the pistol formation, the deep back, number 5, Hubbard. 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right side. Snap goes to Hamby. He'll hand it off in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Hubbard runs into Big Bledsoe, and he corrals him and takes him down.
And that was a great play by Richard Bledsoe as he gobbled number 5 Hubbard up for a 3-yard loss right there, which is a good start for Randolph County's defense on this set of downs.
If you've ever seen a steer wrestling competition, that's what it looked like as he grabbed him kind of around the horns and just wrestled him to the ground on that play. So now 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 actually for Weaver. They'll line up in the pistol. 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. Deep back, Hubbard. The snap to Hamby. It's a little low. He's looking over the left side. It's almost picked off. Seth Hanna hits him in the hands and he drops it. He had 6 if he caught that one.
Yes, he did, Kyle. And that was a great play by him. He was there, and the quarterback had a good lane with the receiver, but as you can see, Seth Hanna was eyeing him the entire time, and he was just perfect on the play to make the interception, but he just couldn't hold on to it.
And you talked about the dark side of Hamby. We saw him in the first quarter. We saw the bright side the second quarter, but we're seeing the dark side again here in the third quarter. He takes a snap. He'll hand it off over the left side. Hello, Richard Bledsoe. Paul Hubbard tackled in the backfield once again by Bledsoe as he's making his name known here.
What a play as he flew through the line, and it was Paul Hubbard didn't even have time to get 3 steps from when he got the ball in the handoff, and he was tackled down to the ground.
So now it's 4th and long for Weaver after some beautiful play on defense by Randolph County. Randolph County wants the 3rd seed, and right now they're playing like they really want it. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. Randolph County up by 13. And here's the punt from Weaver, a little running punt. It's going to roll down to the 15, 14, 13-yard line. It almost hits Trey Terrell in the foot. I'm sure Pat Prestridge is not going to be happy with him standing there acting cool around the football. He needs to get away.
Yeah, that is the truth right there. He was probably about 1.5 inches away from actually getting hit by the football right there, and that would have not been good for him because there was several Weaver defenders down around him.
And Piedmont Ohatchee scored from them. Piedmont 35, Ohatchee 21 at the end of the third quarter. Scoring for you, Thomasville 28, UMS Wright 21. And Randolph County in the wishbone formation. Hannah and Lane, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Hannah over the right side. Hannah looking for a hole. He's not going to get one. And he won't gain or lose anything as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And there is a Tiger down on the field. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
In our role as a true community bank, First State Bank is proud to support area football teams. From the players to coaches, and from cheerleaders to band members, we believe high school football is something very special and something that becomes part of the spirit of the community that we all share. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland. First State Bank.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Prestridge on 2nd down gets a gain of 5 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 5 for Randolph County Tigers. 40-27, your score. Randolph County on top of Weaver. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Randolph County looking to kind of melt this clock a little bit. They'll be in the wishbone once again. Trent Lane and Aaron Knight now the 2 edges of the wishbone in the backfield. And they'll fake the handoff. Prestridge dropping back, looking long. He throws over the middle, and it is intercepted by Weaver. Here he comes up the middle of the field. He's at the 40, looking for a hole. He gets a stiff arm, cutting back up to the other side of the field. Finally brought down at the 38-yard line. He ran about 20 yards horizontally across the 40-yard line before he finally got brought down by Randolph County.
And if you ask me right there, Kyle, basically all he had to do is run down about 3 yards and fall down because he ran nowhere, basically. He just ran up and down the field towards the sidelines, and you're tiring yourself out right there. You find a hole or you don't find a hole.
So shotgun formation. Number 30, Hall, the running back, off of the quarterback's right hip. Hamby will hand it off. Will fake the handoff to Hall. He makes a move over the right side. He's to the 25, to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Hamby with a Bearcat first down. What a spin move on that play.
Yeah, that was a great play by number 12, Hamby, as he did spin off of number 30.
First down, Bearcat.
E.J. Clark, who was a starting defensive end on that side, and he just kind of made him lose his socks right there, and was finally brought down by a host of Randolph County Tigers, but not before he got a first down and a little bit of extra yards.
And a quick mention on the interception. I think if Green would have kept running his route instead of cutting inside, he could have caught that ball.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
I formation for Hamby and the Bearcats. They'll hand it off up the middle to number 30, Hall. Hall gets 4 yards, bring up 2nd and 6. But as I said, Matthew Green was running across the middle of the field. Prestridge saw him open and threw it to him. And when he threw it, Green cut about 2 or 3 yards back toward the quarterback. And Prestridge had enough arm to get it to him. If he would have just kept running straight instead of cutting inside, it would have hit him right in the hands.
And I thought, honestly, when I saw the ball falling, I didn't see number 1 Goodman right there making the play. I just thought he was going to let it fall incomplete. It looked out of his reach.
And here's the handoff to number 30 over the right side. He's got a hold to the 5, to the 3, and he falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Like I said, Tyreek Hall had to be close to 100 yards, and he gets in the end zone here for a Bearcat touchdown.
Number 30 for Weaver, Hall, he kind of reminds me of someone from Auburn named Cameron Artis Payne, who used to run the ball for Auburn a while back. And he's kind of speedy, but he has a little bit of build to him, so he can run people over when he needs to, but he's also got that speed to break away from free safeties when he needs to.
And here comes the important PAT attempt from Weaver. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:52 left in the third quarter, Randolph County 40, Weaver 34. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver, Alabama. Weaver on the kickoff. This one is going to roll out of bounds. So it looks like RCHS will take a re-kick from Weaver. There's 4 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third quarter here. And Randolph County is up 40-34. When I asked you what you wanted to see in your final thoughts of this game, you said, I would like to see some offense. Was 40-34 with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third quarter. So you've seen your fair share of offense.
Yes, I have, Kyle, and I feel like that's all that has been this game. There's been some good stops for both teams on defense, but all game, both teams have scored on crazy plays and breakout runs, on kickoff returns, interceptions. This isn't a normal football game.
And here comes the kickoff from Weaver once again. And the re-kick goes out of bounds. So that's going to be a re-kick for the third time. We've seen this before, but it was for RCHS as they were kicking to Piedmont.
We'll do it again from the 35.
So we're going to kick off again from the 30 now. Weaver kickoff from their own 30, so RCHS should have good field position. They're still up by 6 with 4:52 left in the third quarter.
Right now, all the number 75 needs to do is just kick it inbounds. That's his main goal right now before he gets back down into the 10-yard line from kicking it into the same spot.
And he kicks this one toward the sidelines, and it's out of bounds as well. And it's not like they're bouncing out of bounds. These are going out of bounds in the air.
It looks like a slice, honestly, what you would see in a golf swing. But, no, this is just, and it's gone. And it just quacks like a duck and flies like a duck and goes straight out of bounds.
If it sounds like a duck and looks like a duck, then it is a duck. 25-yard line for the kickoff now from Weaver. 40 to 34 your score. Randolph County in the lead, and they're looking to extend that lead. Piedmont on top of Ohatchee right now, 38-28. Here's the kick. It goes straight down the middle of the field to Dante Davenport. Davenport takes it up the middle. That's Trey Terrell, excuse me. Trey Terrell takes it to the 49-yard line on Randolph County side, and that's where they'll set up 1st and 10.
And as you can see right there, Weaver decided to take number 75 off the field, let number 21, the 8th grader, kick it again. And he did an excellent job as he kicked it down to the 35 of the Randolph County Tigers from his own 20-yard line. So that was a pretty good kick from him.
Yeah, Calhoun was the initial kicker, but when he missed a PAT, they took him out and put the other guy in. I formation for Randolph County, and they'll take the snap, hand it off to Lane over the left side. Lane gets a yard on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 9 as the Tigers are running that clock a little bit more.
Well, as you can see right there, that play's been ran several times and it's been very successful as number 1 Lane has broken out on several runs for them, and it just wasn't successful that time. They were able to stop it with just a yard gain for Trenton Lane, but he's had an excellent night tonight.
Yeah, he has had an excellent night, and begs the question about our player of the game, which we'll talk about later. I formation for Prestridge. He'll have Hannah as the D-back. Now that's number 24 is the D-back. Aaron Knight, he takes it. He's to the 40. He gets tripped up at the 35, falls forward to the 33-yard line. 1st down, Tigers.
What a play right there by number 24, Aaron Knight. And as I've said before, he is a highlight player. No matter how much playing time he gets, he may not get that much on offense, but he will start on defense. He will stick out to everyone that is watching this football game.
Yeah, and he's done very well here in the second half. And it's I formation once again. He's the deep back. Aaron Knight will be your deep back. 2 receivers to the right side. Knight will get the handoff off the right side. Knight has a hole. He's to the 20. Cuts to the outside and gets knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Another Randolph County Tiger 1st down.
And right there, going back to the play before last, if it wasn't for the quarterback playing the free safety, Hamby to trip up Aaron Knight right there, that would have been 6 for Randolph County and putting them up again by 2 scores.
Randolph County trying to score and extend their lead here. They're in the I formation once again. Aaron Knight still the deep back. You can expect him to get the ball, and he does. He runs over a man at the 15. Touchdown, Aaron Knight. What a run. Tigers score again with 3:28 left in the 3rd quarter.
What a play by the offense for Randolph County. That was great blocking and great running right there by number 24, Aaron Knight, as he just ran over several defenders for a touchdown right there and is putting Randolph County back into this football game. And as you can see, Brody coming out with the kicking tee, so hopefully that's what Randolph County will select to do in this play.
Yeah, being up right now by 12, you don't have to go for 2 here. You have to go for 2 if they try to make it close because you want them to be able to tie you and not beat you by 1. But as for right now, you're up by 2 touchdowns, so you're going to go for the PAT.
Yeah, and with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, it's nothing but a choice to kick the PAT.
And the kick's up, and it's good. So the Randolph County Tigers, with 3:28 left in the 3rd quarter, have the lead over the Bearcats, 47-34. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back. Presters with a kickoff. This one is sailing to the end zone for a touchback. Beautiful job from Andrew Prestridge right there, as he will kick it in the end zone for a touchback. And so Weaver will take it on the 20. Prestridge with a good kick there. That one's not going out of bounds. Only place it's going is to the end zone. So Weaver will take over. Clay Central up 35-21. They need to win as well to win their region. They're playing Sylacauga tonight. So Weaver on 1st and 10 from their own 20. Randolph County up 47-34 with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Pistol formation. The deep back, Maurice Goodman. The snap to Hamby. Hamby fakes it. He's going to look long on this play. He's got a man deep. He throws it deep, and it is incomplete. It hits the receiver in the chest, and he dropped it.
Well, in number 4, Robert Gaines Jr. right there in his defense, he was reaching back and kind of lost his balance as he was trying to get back because it was on his back hip. But he still should have caught the football even though he was losing his balance, and he just lost his hands and it hit him right in the chest.
And it did hit him right in the chest, hit him right in the silver number, and he just dropped it. So now 2nd and 10 for Weaver. They're in the shotgun. Hamby will be the quarterback. They'll have the running back, number 5, Hubbard, off of his right hip. 2 receivers either side. He takes a snap, fakes it to Hubbard. He's going to run it himself over the right side. Nowhere to go with that RCHS defense all over him. Just nowhere to run right there for Hamby.
And that was a great play by the Randolph County defense. It's not just by a certain player, by 3 certain players. Trey Terrell being one of them, Aaron Knight being one, and Seth Hanna all taking a hit on the quarterback to knock him out of bounds and only stop him stopping him for 1 yard loss on a 3rd and 11 shot that he's going to have to take right here.
And now 3rd and 11, as you said, and now it's behind the chains, and everything hasn't been going so well in the second half for you. Shotgun formation. Hamby looking right. He's got a man. He hits him. That's Goodman. Goodman with a shake, rattle, and roll down to the 42-yard line. First down, Bearcats.
What a play right there by Hamby and Goodman, but Goodman making all the shakes, like you said, and getting about an extra 15 yards on that gain after the 11 yards he got for the first down.
Quick update from Piedmont against Ohatchee. Piedmont 38, Ohatchee 35. So Ohatchee brings it back to within 3. They're only a field goal down here. That's in the 4th quarter. Pistol formation. Here's the toss over the left side to number 5, and he gets a yard on the play. That's Paul Hubbard. Hubbard only gets a yard before he's taken down. And there's a RCHS Tiger down. And there's also Paul Hubbard down on the play. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
If you'd like to witness the spirit of a community, just visit a local high school game on an autumn Friday night. That spirit drives us to support the young men and women who are players or band members that make high school football something special. At First State Bank, we know a thing or two about community spirit because it sits at the very foundation of all that we do. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back. The injured players walk off the field here for Weaver and RCHS under their own power. Hopefully they're all right. Paul Hubbard along with the RCHS player, Hubbard, walking over to the sideline here. Maybe he's okay. He got upended by an RCHS player near the RCHS sidelines, and he kind of hit his head pretty hard. He might need to go through the concussion protocol. 2nd and 10 now for Weaver. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to either side. The deep back, number 30, Hall. They'll throw a screen pass over here to Goodman. Goodman makes another man miss. What a dynamic player he is. And he'll get a gain of 4, bring up 3rd and 6 now.
And Big O Bledsoe coming in for the tackle from the opposite side defensive end and makes a great play as he made that tackle on Goodman right there, or he might have got 6.
It's a 3rd down and 5.
And Weedow is going to have to get Trey Terrell off the field because he's injured. He's limping over here and falling down every few seconds. He's trying to tough it out, but he needs a little help from his coaches and his teammates to help get him off the field. We're going to take a 30-second break, and you're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Trey Terrell gets some help off the field from his coaches. Hopefully he'll be all right. A score update in Class 4A that's pretty surprising. The number 1 team in the state, UMS Wright, losing to Thomasville right now, 42-30. That game's in Thomasville, and UMS is losing by 2 touchdowns right now, which is very surprising. It could help Hanley's case.
It could.
I formation. Hall will dot the I in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. They'll give it to Hall over the left side, and Hall is hit hard by the RCHS defense. He'll get a gain of 3, but it's not going to be enough for a first down.
And he was grabbed from behind by number 24 for Randolph County, which is Aaron Knight, and he was holding him by the jersey, and then here comes big old Richard Bledsoe to knock him down from frontwards to backwards in a quick second.
Yeah, he was kind of being held up in the air, kind of suspended in the air, and then Bledsoe came over there and said, not for long, as he clocked him. So now 4th down and I formation for Hamby and the Bearcats. Hall the deep back, and there's going to be a timeout Weaver. We'll take a 1-minute break with them. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Friday nights in the fall mean football. This time of the year is all about the excitement of watching your favorite team excel on the football field. With that excitement, Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office encourage you to enjoy the excitement, but do so responsibly. Celebrate your team's performance with others in mind. Whether in victory or defeat, show good sportsmanship before, during, and after the game. Don't drink and drive. We want you to get home safely, so get a designated driver. These are just some simple tips courtesy of Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office to help us all enjoy the football season.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. You'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
So here come the Bearcats, 4th and 5. They need this to try to cut into the deficit. Hamby in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. He'll take the snap, looking right, throws it over the middle. It's incomplete, dropped by Maurice Goodman. Hit him right in the hands, and Goodman dropped it. He had a first down.
And like you said, that was clutch for Randolph County right there. And just to flip things really quick, Horseshoe Bend beat Dadeville 7-0 with only 1 touchdown and a field goal.
Fayetteville.
Did I not say that?
You said Dadeville.
Oh, Fayetteville is what I mean. Excuse me. They beat Fayetteville, and, congratulations to Horseshoe Bend. as they're doing very successful in Class 2A.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good this year, and that's going to be a fun matchup between them and Wadley. Hopefully we can get that one. I formation here. Prestridge hands it off in the backfield to Aaron Knight, who gets a first down. He dives into a Weaver player and kind of runs him over there for a first down.
Yeah, it was number 12, Hamby. He didn't really have a chance right there. He should have just got all the way, as we all knew. Aaron Knight was going to the ground. He just kind of knocked him back with him when he hit him.
So now 1st and 10 for the Randolph County Tigers at Weaver's 39-yard line. And the final from Leeds, Tallahassee beat Leeds 26-13. So the Leeds Green Wave go down once again, this time to the Tallahassee Tigers. Hanley's only region loss, by the way. And here's the handoff to Aaron Knight over the right side. This time Weaver ready for it as he'll get a 1-yard gain. It's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score, Randolph County 47, Weaver 34. We'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowee's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowee's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in a 3D shopping center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School. Randolph County on 1st and 10. Hands the ball off to Aaron Knight, and he gets his second touchdown of the night. Touchdown, Randolph County.
And right now, in my case, there's two people in the running for the player of the game. And right now it's got to be Seth Hanna and Aaron Knight because they both made tackles on defense and they've both made scores on offense, but also they've been there on special teams as well to make plays.
And Hanley scored again. Hanley 50, Dadeville 13. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left in that ball game. The Wadley game is over. Wadley 34, Winterboro 0. That one is over. So Wadley is back-to-back region champions. Congratulations to Coach Fordham and the Wadley Bulldogs. Clay Central up 35-28 in their game against Sylacauga. That is the closest game we have according to our region championship games, as Hanley and Wadley both getting it done. Because the Hanley game's all but over. So RCHS going for two here. Wishbone formation. They'll hand it off to Seth Hanna over the left side. And Seth Hanna gets knocked into the end zone, and he gets the two-point conversion with 11:29 left. The Randolph County Tigers have extended their lead to 21 points, 55-34. 11:29 left. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care, and Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Bill Bryan Stadium here on the campus of Weaver High School. RCHS making their statement, trying to be the number 3 team in this region. Here's the kickoff from Prestridge, and it's taken by number 1, Goodman. Goodman's taking it to the left side, trying to get a hole. He gets run down by RCHS. What a tackle right there from number 30.
Yeah, that was number, like you said, number 30 is E.J. Clark. He flew down through there and made the tackle very well as he came from behind on a weird angle and still made the tackle.
We have a final from Dadeville, Alabama. The Handley Tigers win 50-13. So the Handley Tigers and the Wadley Bulldogs both have secured the region championship. First region championship for Coach Larry Strain as the head coach of the Handley Tigers. And the first region championship for the Handley Tigers since 2011. First and 10 for Weaver. Here's a handoff, the fake handoff to Hall. The pass over the right side falls incomplete as it falls short. Get your team ready for the big game with Jack's delicious hand-breaded chicken fingers, fried chicken, sides, biscuits, and more. Feed your whole team. Bus drivers and coaches eat free. Jack's, all about the South. Right now, we're going to throw it down for our Bain Heating and Air sideline report from Eric Velasquez. Eric, how's everything going?
Hey, what's up, guys? The spark has ignited over here in the Randolph County sideline. The Tigers up 55-34 with 11 minutes, 15 seconds left. And, everybody's lit up and ready to go.
Well, thank you, Eric. What do you think about your Handley Tigers, your alumni Handley Tigers, being able to pull out the win and get the first region championship since you went to school?
Yeah, 2011. Wow, yeah. So I expected Handley to win, but I did not expect them to win 50-13. That, wow, unheard of. Unheard of. Well, great job to the Handley Tigers, definitely.
Yeah, great job. Thank you for that, Eric. And, yeah, great job with the Handley Tigers. I didn't expect 50-13 either. I thought it might be closer than that. But Eric Velasquez and Ethan Barber, both members of our team, both alumni of Handley High School, and they have to be proud of the way the Handley Tigers played tonight.
And as you can see right there, they're helping Richard Bletz off the field. It looks like with an ankle injury, it doesn't look good for him as he's not putting really any weight on that left foot.
Yeah, and that's bad for RCHS because he's a pivotal part of what they do. And he's been such a good player. Now he's running off the field. So maybe it was just a cramp. I hope so.
We all hope so.
Piedmont scores again. Piedmont 45, Ohatchee 35 in the fourth quarter. Here's the shotgun formation for Weaver. They'll bring Goodman in motion. Here's the snap to Hamby. Hamby looking right, throws it right on a slant pass. It's caught. Jukes back inside. The other Goodman jukes back inside. He gets to the 45. He can cut on a dime.
He can. He is a very athletic runner, and he can change the direction that he's going within a split second. It's unbelievable. He's juked out several RCHS defenders tonight.
And everybody all around the state's getting finals right now. For us, we still have 10 and a half minutes left in our ball game as Wedowee up by 21 points. So here's the snap and the handoff to the right side to number 5. He's speared in the backfield. Paul Hubbard speared by Seth Hanna.
What a play by Seth Hanna right there. He came from his outside linebacker position and just basically just ran him into the ground, number 5, Paul Hubbard, and got up and said, no, you can't bring that to my side because I'm going to slam it back in the ground.
So now 2nd and long for Weaver. 10 minutes left in this ball game. They're down by 3 touchdowns. What would you do? What do you do if you're Weaver here?
Well, right now there's still 10 minutes to go in the ball game. I've seen scores worse and come back and change. I've seen a score of 35-6 and it come back and the team that had 6 ended up winning the ball game at halftime. So there's like most definitely a chance for Weaver to still put themselves in that ball game as they are driving down the field right now as it's 3rd and 9, excuse me. So hopefully Randolph County will be able to make the stop, but for Weaver fans and all the Weaver people here and the team, they're still driving. As you can see, Coach Hamby's not letting up on the steam right now.
3rd and inches for Weaver. They'll hand it off to Hall over the left side, and Hall has the first down, and that's about it. He needed an inch, and he got a yard, and that's all he needed for the first down. That'll stop the clock at 9:12. So the clock becoming your worst enemy if you're Weaver right now, as you're down 3 touchdowns and you're racing the clock.
And the thing is as long as Randolph County continues to stop this offense like they have been in the entire 3rd quarter and some of the 4th quarter, you can't do much about it.
Beautiful pass there from Hamby on a slant route to Goodman. That'll get 9 yards, bring up 2nd and 1. So Hamby put a dart right between 3 RCHS defenders. He gets 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. 8:43 now left in the ball game. They've run out 2 minutes, and they've only got about 20 yards here. They need to pick up the pace. Goodman in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Hall, the running back. They'll hand it off. They'll fake the handoff to him. Here goes Hamby over the right side, and they're trying to take him down, and they do. Here comes the ball. The ball gets out. It looks like Hamby falls back on it. And he does. Great play from RCHS right there, going for the football, trying to get it out, trying to get a turnover and get the ball back.
And that's just one thing. If you are Hamby, if you're going to run the football, don't carry it like a loaf of bread. You got to carry that thing like, it's the last money you got in this world, and you're running to the bank to put it in the bank.
And Piedmont wins 45-35 over Ohatchee. That one is a final. Piedmont will win this region. And Hamby throwing to the end zone, and it is tipped away, almost intercepted by RCHS. Great play from the corner right there.
And that was number 7 right there, Ladarius Callaway, as we saw in the the Cleveland County games. He made the interception to seal off the win for Randolph County.
Yeah, and ever since that big win against a 5A school from Randolph County, they've been on a roll lately. And they've continued that here tonight as they're up 21 points. This game's not over yet. 8 minutes, 2 seconds left, but Randolph County's trying to shut the door on Weaver. 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Hamby rolling out to the left side. He's looking long. Throws over the middle. It is knocked away. That's number 7, the guy you've talked about all night long.
That would be DeMarcus Davis right there, breaking up the pass, almost making an interception right there if number 1 wasn't there. Goodman, number 1, wasn't there to bat it out of his hands right there. So he's been doing a great job tonight playing his free safety position, and hopefully he'll continue to do that for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's played so good tonight, and now it's 3rd and 10 for Weaver. Randolph County is just trying to shut the door. We're under 8 minutes left. 7:56 left here. I'm sure Randolph County gets the ball back. They're just going to try to run the clock through the wishbone. 3rd and 10, shotgun formation for Hamby. He'll have 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. He's going to roll left. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Goodman. Goodman makes a man miss. Let's see if he got the first down. He's down to the 17-yard line. And that's good enough for a Bearcat first down.
And there are 2 players right there that I've been talking about all night, and that's Davis and Hannah. And they've both been doing really great tonight. And they were both there to make important tackles for the Randolph County Tigers.
Clock winding down still. Weaver has a great drive here. if only they had the lead, they'd be able to run this clock. They've been running this whole fourth quarter off pretty much. Here's the snap to Hamby. He's rolling right, looking that way, looking for a receiver. He has to cut back to the left, nowhere to go with the ball. He gets tripped up and sacked by the Tiger defense. And on that, in that situation, you just got to throw it away.
Yeah, that's right. And number 68, Charles Pinker Jr. was the one right there to make that stop for Randolph County. And he did a very good job, as Hamby is a very mobile quarterback, so he was easily to evade him. But luckily he grabbed his foot, and Hamby lost his footing and fell down for a 8-yard loss.
So Weaver takes a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with them. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
At RMC, we know the birth of your baby can be a great moment in your life. With our network of physicians and 2 hospitals in Northeast Alabama, we have the most sophisticated care right in your own backyard. Our Level 2 special care nursery is staffed around the clock, and our specially trained nurses work with our experienced OB physicians. We have the only baby-friendly designated hospital in Alabama. It's not about the size of the nursery. It's about the quality of the care. Regional Medical Center. Advanced technology, advanced care.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM.
So on second and long, after the sack, Weaver throws a slant pass, and pass interference is going to be the call against the defense here, as the cornerback got there just a tad bit early. So that'll be a penalty against Randolph County.
Yeah, and that was number 37, Ladarius Calloway right there, and he's the one that'll have the call called against him.
And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, like we said, pass interference on the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. But after the sack, it's still going to be 2nd and 5, because they needed 20. Hamby in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. The running back, Tyreek Hall, off of the quarterback's left hip. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Goodman. He'll take the snap on the ground, and there's a flag. There's a flag on the play. This one's going to back him up 5 yards, so now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Weaver, as the Weaver fans are starting to get up and kind of make their way to their vehicle so they can go home here. There's still 7 minutes and 12 seconds left. This one's far from over. But some Weaver fans starting to leave here.
And the thing is, Kyle, is there's been so many penalties in this game. We haven't talked about this since the second quarter, but there's been enough penalties for both teams to at least score 2 touchdowns for both teams. So that's not good.
And here comes Hamby and the Weaver offense. They hand it off over the left side to Hall. Hall's in the end zone for a Weaver touchdown. Tyreek Hall, touchdown, Bearcats.
And he basically just ran over those defenders right there, and they really didn't have a chance to stop him right there.
7 minutes, 5 seconds left in this ball game. Bearcats still, they're within 2 touchdowns of Randolph County. Randolph County did get two two-point conversions in a row. That's going to help them out in the long run. Here's the PAT from Weaver. They need this to make it a 14-point game. The kick is up. He shanked it to the right. They said it's good. Never mind. They said the kick is good, so it's 55-41, 7 minutes, 5 seconds left in the ball game. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Friday nights in the fall mean football. This time of the year is all about the excitement of watching your favorite team excel on the football field. With that excitement, Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office encourage you to enjoy the excitement, but do so responsibly. Celebrate your team's performance with others in mind. Whether in victory or defeat, show good sportsmanship before, during, and after the game. Don't drink and drive. We want you to get home safely, so get a designated driver. These are just some simple tips courtesy of Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office to help us all enjoy the football season.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowie today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School here. Weaver setting up to kick off. They've made it a 14-point game with 7 minutes left in the ball game. So there's still a chance for Weaver, and a chance is all they need as they're about to attempt an onside kick here.
Honestly, Kyle, with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this ball game, I don't see a reason in kicking this onside kick because they're just going to get the ball in the 40. And with Prestridge's offense right now, he's just going to drive the ball down the field with a wishbone.
And there's a late hit on Weaver as Seth Hanna fell on the football. And after he fell on the football, one of the Weaver players came in and hit him after he fell on the ball. So that's going to be a penalty against Weaver. And you're trying to win this game. You don't need that.
No, it's not what you need. And see, these kids are getting frustrated because the score is what it is now, and the clock is continuing to wind down. And you can't just take your anger out on someone that's laying on the ground that's innocent. That's something that you can't do. And you could actually physically hurt someone, which is not a good thing.
They actually waved the flag off, so no penalty against Weaver. I formation for Prestridge and the Tigers. They'll hand it off in the backfield to Aaron Knight. Aaron Knight looking for a hole to the left side. He cuts it back up the middle. He'll get a gain of 4 before he's finally taken down. We're under 7 minutes left, 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in this ball game. It's time to start kind of talking about our player of the game. Sponsored by Roanoke RMC Urgent Care. Levi, who you thinking?
Right now I have 2 options, and I'm going to put this down on Eric right now, but I'm going to put Seth Hanna and Aaron Knight. If they've both scored 3 touchdowns, and they both put in 1 2-point conversion apiece, and they've both made a lot of tackles on defense, and it's somewhere around the even number for them on my book.
And Aaron Knight gets a handoff over the left side on this play. He'll pick up 2 yards, bring up 3rd and about 6 here. Now we'll throw it down to Eric. Eric, what do you think?
Hey guys, I'm thinking Trent Lane. Trent Lane, he's had a ball game. He's had a couple runs, and he had that huge return that turned the game around, tied the game up for Randolph County. So I'm going Trent Lane.
You should see the look Levi's giving. Yep, there was a return from Seth Hanna that Seth Hanna took the ball back on the kickoff return to the end zone, and that was kind of what brought Wedowee back from the depths. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's still 5.5 minutes left, so we'll see how that goes. Aaron Knight gets a toss over the left side, and he cuts it back up the middle. He gets a first down. He spins off another guy, gets to the 43-yard line. First down, Tigers. Aaron Knight having himself a night as well. If all else fails, we'll get Ethan in here. Ethan will figure it out. Third, now it's 1st and 10 for RCHS. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in this ball game. Tigers up 2 touchdowns. And remember, this is for possibly the number 3 seed in this region. Piedmont beat Ohatchee tonight by 10, so Piedmont will be number 1. Ohatchee's going to be number 2. This game's possibly for number 3. Tigers in the I formation. They'll hand it off to number 24, Aaron Knight. Aaron Knight gets upended after a gain of 4. They bring up 2nd and 6. I see the look you're giving. 2nd and 6 for RCHS. We're under 5 minutes. Randolph County is trying to run this clock out here. Not sure how many timeouts. Weaver has 1 timeout left. Randolph County still has 3. 4.5 minutes remaining. Randolph County had problems earlier getting the snap off with the play clock running down. Well, now they can run it down to 2 seconds, maybe 1 second before they snap it. I formation once again. Aaron Knight, the deep back. Here's the snap to Prestridge. He'll hand it off to Knight over the left side. Knight has a hole, and he's to the 20, 15, tripped up at the 11. You wanted that one. I saw it. You wanted that one because that might have got your decision.
Yeah, that would have made my decision right there. Even though that he's pounding the rock right now and he's gaining yards as they've started their drive on about the 50-yard line. So maybe, you know, with as much as he's been running the football tonight, he'll have a good chance to have a starting position next week on the running back.
And just a stable of running backs for RCHS, kind of like Wide League, you know. You have so many good athletes back there that you can hand the ball off to. Aaron Knight, Seth Hanna, Trent Lane, of course. Just so many guys. Dante Davenport, he had a carry over left end that went for about 20 yards. Here's a handoff. Oh, what a hit from Weaver. The handoff to Aaron Knight as he gets smacked at the line of scrimmage. 3.5 minutes left. Wedowee trying to score here, and there's a player down. I think it's a Wedowee player down. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
Friday nights in the fall mean football. This time of the year is all about the excitement of watching your favorite team excel on the football field. With that excitement, Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office encourage you to enjoy the excitement, but do so responsibly. Celebrate your team's performance with others in mind. Whether in victory or defeat, show good sportsmanship before, during, and after the game. Don't drink and drive. We want you to get home safely, so get a designated driver. These are just some simple tips courtesy of Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office to help us all enjoy the football season.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School. We've still got a Randolph County Tiger down, and I think we're going to take a 2-minute break while this all gets sorted out. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we believe that the final score of tonight's game will likely fade from memories as the years pass on by. But the lessons learned as a high school football player will serve each player for a lifetime. Lessons of hard work, discipline, teamwork, and planning will help form the future of each participant. That's why we're proud to support area student athletes on the fields and courts and in the classroom. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
When it comes to you and your family's health, you want the best care possible. Emerging Home Care, now known as EHC Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, is here to help. The caring and knowledgeable staff at EHC takes the time to get to know their patients, understand their needs, and help them on a path to better health. They truly want to be a trusted healthcare resource for you and your family. Stop in and see why so many people choose EHC Pharmacy. EHC in the 3D Shopping Center in Roanoke, caring for you and about you. That's Health Mart. And EHC's drive-thru is now open.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowie's new unique checking account is truly all about you. There's no monthly minimum balance service charge. You choose your rewards, either cash back on debit card purchases or higher interest on your balance. Plus, you enjoy ATM fee refunds. Qualifying is simple. Come by Bank of Wedowee today for complete details. Bank of Wedowie's unique checking puts money back in your pocket.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network here at Bill Bryan Stadium. RCHS up 55-41 with 3 minutes 37 seconds left. There's an injured Randolph County Tiger down on the field. He's still down, and I think we're going to take another 1 minute break, see if they can get this all settled out. Hopefully he's all right. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
The Rack and Spur, located Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line, is a proud supporter of area high school football. Visit Rodney, Benji, Nick, and Goober for a great selection. They have food for all your animals, and they're offering a great special on delivery of bulk feed. With the current hay shortage, they're taking orders on nice, clean peanut hay. You'll enjoy shopping and doing business with my friends at the Rack and Spur, located on Highway 431 on the Randolph-Chambers County line. Open 6 days a week. Phone 334-863-7771. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
And welcome back here to Weaver High School. Still a Tiger down on the field. We'll run you through some scores real quick. We have 3 region championship games within the Randolph Leader region. Clay Central, Wadley, Hanley. All 3 of those teams won, so all 3 of those will be region champions this year. Congratulations to all of those teams on the great job they've done so far.
Yeah, they've done a great job this year, and all 3 of those teams are very well at what they do, and they're very competitive, and they're well coached, and I think all 3 of them deserve what they got tonight.
And Randolph County here trying to maybe get the number 3 seed in this region. Piedmont beat Ohatchee tonight by 10, so Piedmont will be the number 1 seed, Ohatchee number 2. Randolph County Weaver possibly number 3, the winner of this game.
And just an update on the injury. The player is number 21, Jay Wright. He's a 9th grader. He weighs 105 pounds, and he's 5'8". And the ambulance pulled around to the other side, and there are a staff of coaches from both sides on all around him as the medical team assists Jay Wright, and the Randolph County players have made a lane to the gate of the ambulance, waiting on him to come through and support him. And what happened?
This is something you don't want to see in any sport or anything you play. You don't ever want to see these kind of injuries like this happen to anyone. It doesn't matter what team it is. You hate for this to happen. And you see the cheerleaders now going down to where the ambulance is, as he will be loaded up here in a minute. Don't think they've got him up yet. But he's been playing fullback tonight. He's been doing a great job. As he played in the Wishbone. They played smash mouth football in the Wishbone with Weaver all night long. And he's going head-to-head with these big guys, and he's done a great job.
Yeah, he has done a great job, and he's been playing that position all season. And when he earned it in the second game of the season, and he's been there ever since. And that's just a tough position to play. You're going to get banged up, and hopefully this kid will be all right. We're not sure the severity of his injury. Sometimes with injuries like this, you just need to be precautious, and hopefully that's what it is.
And hopefully so. Hopefully it's just a stinger. I mean, that's something we could hope for. Hopefully he'll be all right. They're getting him up and maybe carting him out now. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the Eagles Sports Network.
Friday nights in the fall mean football. This time of the year is all about the excitement of watching your favorite team excel on the football field. With that excitement, Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office encourage you to enjoy the excitement, but do so responsibly. Celebrate your team's performance with others in mind. Whether in victory or defeat, show good sportsmanship before, during, and after the game. Don't drink and drive. We want you to get home safely, so get a designated driver. These are just some simple tips courtesy of Sheriff David Cofield and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office to help us all enjoy the football season.
In our role as a true community bank, First State Bank is proud to support area football teams. From the players to coaches, and from cheerleaders to band members, we believe high school football is something very special and something that becomes part of the spirit of the community that we all share. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland. First State Bank.
What if we told you that in 2 years or even less, you can be working in one of 8 high-demand technical fields, making great wages, buying new wheels, finding a home, vacationing, and providing a great future for your family? Now, what if we told you that you can get this training right here at Southern Union in day or evening classes? Call 334-745-6437, extension 5316 to find out more. Classes start soon, so call today. Career training pays off fast.
Southern Auction Solution is having an absolute auction Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Alabama time at 1427 Quail Run Drive in Roanoke, Alabama. Johnny Deason Construction is retiring after 40 years and is auctioning off tools, equipment, and much more. Inspection day will be October 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go to their website at southernauctionsolutions.com or call 256-357-9600. Ron Young, auctioneer for Southern Auction Solutions, Alabama license number 5390.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back to Weaver High School. It's time for football again. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this ball game. Randolph County in the I formation here at the 9-yard line. They'll hand it off to Seth Hanna up the middle. Hanna's not going to get anywhere. He'll get 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Randolph County Tigers with 3 minutes left. And as we said, Wright went off the field. It was carted off and put into the ambulance. Hopefully he'll be all right. And a lot of respect shown from Weaver and all the Weaver fans and Randolph County and all the Randolph County fans. And
Randolph County with a 3rd and goal.
A lot of respect for Weaver, and we've come in here tonight and we're sitting on the home side, and they've treated us really well, and they're a very classy bunch here at Weaver. And here's a handoff, the fake handoff, bootleg to Prestridge. Prestridge is going to dive. He's not going to get a touchdown, but he'll get down to the 3-yard line. We're under 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. As Prestridge dives.
Stephon Kirby
for
in
4th
on the tackle.
and short.
Number 35 for the Bearcats.
4th and goal.
4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Randolph County getting set. 2 minutes left in this ball game. Randolph County up by 2 touchdowns. So they're trying to finish this one off here and take it to the house. Take it back to RC with a W here. And Welborn won. Welborn beat Glencoe. So, Wedowee-Welborn next week will be an important game. We'll have a timeout from Wedowee, but we'll stay right here. 1 minute, 45 seconds. Now we can talk player of the week. Levi.
I'm going to keep my mouth closed on this one. I've already gave my opinion.
Eric, what's going on down there?
Same here.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
No, that's not cool. Oh, man. Hold on. So you said
Trent Lane.
Yeah, you said Trent Lane.
Aaron Knight.
You said
Seth
Aaron
Hanna.
Knight. You said Aaron Knight.
You can't have two, Levi.
Yeah, he said one or the other. He was trying to throw it on you, but then you hit us with the Trent Lane. So
Well,
let's see.
I'm going to look at my stats from the first half, and Seth Hanna has 2 touchdowns. No, excuse me, 3 touchdowns. No, excuse me, 2 touchdowns for Randolph County, and he scored one on a kickoff to put Hanley back. Wedowie back in the football game to make it a 1-point football game.
Here comes RCHS on 4th down. They hand it off to Aaron Knight, who gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Aaron Knight with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
And if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Knight has scored every point for Randolph County in the second half. So kudos to him for being an excellent athlete.
Yeah, I don't think you're mistaken there. The 10th grader doing a great job tonight. Oh, man. That's a tough decision. 1 minute 40 left. Tigers up 61-41. It's a 20-point ball game. We'll kick the PAT. We'll kick the PAT here, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Brody Wortham to hold, a new kicker for RCHS. Kick is up, and it is no good. So, with 1:40 left in the ball game, your score, RCHS 61, Weaver 41. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Trailer Retirement Community, a community consisting of over 55 years of experience in senior services. A community with a nursing home rated as one of the best in 2014 in Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. The Inn at TRC, East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center, offering rehabilitation care, post-hospital care, and transitional care. TRC's Williamsburg Manor 1 and 2, providing assisted living and memory care. And Williamsburg Garden Apartments, providing independent living. Visit Trailer Retirement Community today or call 334-863-3500. Trailer Retirement Community, a community of caring.
Smile. It makes you feel better. Don't like your smile? Then you should see Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowie for a comprehensive range of services for adults and children. Dr. Edwards offers services such as cosmetic dentistry, implants, veneers, bleaching, wisdom teeth, and all general dentistry. He's licensed for IV sedation, accepts insurance, and offers financing through Care Credit. Let Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowie help your smile be everything you want it to be. For appointments, call 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
61-41, your score. RCHS up on Weaver for possibly the number 3 seed, and I've said that many times. 1:40 left. Here's the kick from RCHS, muffed by Weaver, but they'll take it. They're at the 30-yard line, trying to cut up field, trying to maybe get to the end zone here. He's to the 40, 45, taken out at the 50-yard line. They'll run it down to 1:21 left in the ball game. And my vote for player of the game is Seth Hanna, because what he did in the first half, he's been here all game long, and he helped them in the first half. When everything looked bleak at the end of the first half, he got that touchdown return, which made a big difference in this ball game. And he's been doing really well on defense. We haven't talked much about defense, but him playing a linebacker, he's made a lot of big stops on defense.
I agree, Kyle. He's made a lot of great tackles on defense that have kept Weaver from capitalizing plays, and a lot of stops for no gains, which could have been easily touchdowns. So he's been doing a great job, as well as the entire Randolph County defense has been doing well.
And we got 1 minute, 29 seconds. We got a timeout here from Wedowie, but we'll stay right here. So the RCHS Tigers look as if they're going to win this ball game and maybe try to lock up the 3rd seed. And they play Wilburn next week. Wilburn beat Glencoe. We talked about coming into this game. If they lost this game, that would be for the 4th seed. But now Wedowie's in a good spot for the 3rd seed. They beat Wilburn next week. And that's at home. That'll be at Humphreys Stadium. And if you're a Wedowie fan and you can be there, I'd suggest you be there. I think it should be senior night, shouldn't it?
It is. That's correct.
And senior night was tonight for Wadley, and they had the big win over Winterboro Handley won at Dadeville. Senior night for them and homecoming. No, not senior night. Homecoming next week against Holtville. And then senior night against Clay Central. That's going to be quite a game. A handoff here to number 5, Hubbard. Hubbard tries to go over the left side. Can't get much of doing. He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. But Clay Central, Handley, Wadley, all 3 region champions tonight. Oh, not Ohatchee. Piedmont region champion tonight in this region. Congratulations to them. The defending state champs got it done.
A loss of 5 on the play, second and 15.
We're going to have the Handley Clay Central game at the end of the year. That's always hyped up as a big game, but now it takes even more with both of them being region champions. This will be the first time that's happened, I think. And it's batted away here from Davenport. Great play on defense by him. 44 seconds left. Tigers up 61-41. But this will be the first time Clay Central and Handley have met as both being region champions. And that's going to be quite a venue, quite a billing. And that's always a crazy game. I was at that game last year in Clay Central and watched Handley win. And Handley did play Clay County as a region champion. That was in 2011 in a quarterfinal game before they won the state championship, and they beat Clay County at home. That was a good game as well. And here's the fake handoff. Here's the handoff over the left side to number 5, Hubbard once again. Hubbard's going to take it, not for a first down, but he'll get a good gain on the play. 37 seconds left. We're winding down here, and everybody's winding down with the region championship games. Championship Friday is what it was billed, and that's what it was. 3-0 for teams in the Randolph leader.
4th and 3.
And Randolph County trying to get a 3 seed here. First year in 3A, and they're here working their tail off trying to get a 3 seed, and that's great accomplishment for them. It's hard to go from one class to another class and try to contend with some of the best they have, and they contended with Piedmont. They contended with Ohatchee. And here's the snap and the handoff over the left side. And the handoff over the left side goes to Hubbard down to the 30-yard line. That'll be the end of the ball game. Randolph County wins 61-41. And the coach, Pat Prestridge, will get a Gatorade bath over there, and I know it's cold for him. But sweet victory for Coach Pat Prestridge and the Randolph County Tigers tonight.
Yeah, it was a very successful night for them on offense and defense, and congratulations to them for having a successful season so far, and hopefully they'll do just as well in the last 2 games of the regular season and continue to do well in the playoffs.
And that's going to about wrap it up for us here in Weaver, Alabama. Your final score, Randolph County 61, Weaver 41. Good night to all of you, and God bless.
You've heard it said, it's all about you. Well, Bank of Wedowee. Money back in